Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
Edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 199. 199 episodes of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast have gone by. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to encourage everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire, and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, all right? And there's all kinds of little buttons underneath the player under there. You understand what I'm saying? All kinds of buttons underneath the player. Jesus Christ. Hey, what the hell's going on? Hey, can you all hear me here? What the hell's going on? People are saying that they can't hear me, for Christ's sake. What the hell's going on? I mean, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. Anyway, folks, this is episode number 199. I want to let everybody know to please retweet the broadcast. We got all kinds of buttons underneath the player there. Google Plus buttons, retweet this buttons, Facebook like buttons, share this buttons. Use and abuse those buttons, all right? It's just a freaking click, ass clowns. Anyway, folks, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow, well, maybe not tomorrow, maybe Baller Friday will be the 200th episode, and I want to encourage everybody to please spread that around like wildfire. Let everybody know that, we are going to be broadcasting for the 200th episode. Let me tell you, it just gets better and better here on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. You know what I mean? It just gets better and better. But, I don't want to plug the 200th episode. I want to talk about the episode now, number 199. This episode is going to be solely dedicated to SOPA. That's right, folks. Today was the day that a lot of websites blacked out. A lot of people retweeted or actually tweeted their congressman. They called their congressman. They emailed Congress, so on and so forth, folks. And let me tell you something right now. Today's protest, and it was a virtual protest. It was a protest by the internet citizens of the world. They spoke, and let me tell you, these bureaucrats in Washington listen, and we're going to dedicate the whole broadcast to this. And let me tell you, I know there was a lot of people wondering why I didn't black out, why Ghost from True Capitalist Radio didn't just not do a show today. Well, I had to do a show. I had to do a show because history is in the making today. That's right, the people spoke and these politicians listened. Do you understand what I'm saying here? I mean, because everybody decided to get behind a particular issue like I've always suggested. All of a sudden, these bureaucrats are starting to back off. These staunch bureaucrats that were saying things like the people's voice don't matter. Bureaucrats that were saying that they were going to stomp SOPA and PIPA down our throats, whether they liked it or not. All of a sudden, they are now taking about 2 steps back. They are taking about 2 steps back because they don't know what the hell to do. They're bamboozled. They're perplexed by the outcry by the citizens of the internet. And we have spoken. And let me tell you something right now. This, what has happened today, January 18th, Wednesday, 2012, is a day to be remembered in history. because this should show to everybody out there who claims that,
the internet, the government doesn't listen to us. The government doesn't listen.
Well, they're not going to listen if you're not going to say anything about it. The government's not going to listen if you're not keenly observing their actions out there in Washington, D.C. The government's not going to do anything if you don't get behind subject matters like those of us here on the internet got behind this Anti-SOPA, Anti-PIPA campaign. And I want to congratulate everybody. It doesn't matter how small of a contribution you contributed today, January 18, 2012, whether you retweeted an anti-SOPA tweet, whether you went out there and commented on little anti-SOPA videos and blogs, so on and so forth, whether you retweeted your congressman or tweeted at your congressman, whether you called your congressman, emailed people, whatever you did, whatever little contribution you did, it was enough to get these damn politicians bowing down to the citizens of the internet. And by God, this is just the beginning. And this should prove to everybody that's listening within the sound of my voice. When the people get behind something, the system will crack. Today is proof. It doesn't mean that the battle is over, folks. Believe me, these are systematic, disgusting bureaucrats. They're going to figure out a way to try to regulate this internet. Remember, they're bought and paid for by the movie industry and the music industry, for Christ's sake. So let me tell you, they're going to try, but as long as us, at least the citizens of the internet, are keenly observant on what these bureaucrats are attempting to do, they are not going to trample on our internet freedom. Anyway, folks, before I get into all that tirade about SOPA, I do want to talk a little bit about the markets, folks, because I know I do have a lot of capitalists who listen in. I've got tens of thousands of capitalists who listen to me throughout the world. So I just want to go ahead and continue the markets here really quick, and then once we get through the markets, I want to take your calls. And I want to hear your stories about your contribution in today's massive internet protest against legislation that was attempting to regulate the internet. I want to take your calls. So let's just go ahead and go through the markets, for Christ's sake, and then, we're going to go ahead and take your calls. Now, once again, the market is up. Why is the market up? Well, we got great housing data. What did I tell you about real estate? I've been saying real estate was bottoming out for the past couple of months, and look at the housing economic data. It is more and more obvious that it is. And moreover, folks, we're having a little bit of, optimistic discussion as it relates to this Eurozone economic situation. So it's another thing that's fueling the markets. And not only that, we got good earnings. I mean, did you hear Goldman Sachs? I mean, after the bell here, eBay, better than expected earnings. I mean, we got a lot of good earnings out here. So a lot of the things that I just mentioned are fueling a lot of buys into this equities market. We also saw some increases in the commodities market. So let's get right to it, shall we? The Dow Jones Industrials is up 96.88 points, a percentage increase of 0.78%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 12,579 points. 12,579 points for the Dow Jones Industrials. We've got the S&P 500 up majorly today. It definitely took a pop, up 14.37 points. A percentage increase of 1.11%, closing out the S&P at 1,308.04 points for the S&P 500. And the NASDAQ also took a big pop, for Christ's sake. It is up 41.63 points, a percentage increase of 1.53% on the day, closing out the NASDAQ at 2,769.71 points for the NASDAQ composite. And, of course, for our European brethren, let's go ahead and get to their markets. The FTSE 100 is up 8.42 points, a percentage increase of 0.15%, closing out the FTSE 100 at 5,702.37 points for the FTSE 100. And, of course, for the DAX index, that's for our German brethren, a little Schlagen, Volkswagen. They are also up 21.64 points, a percentage increase of 0.34%, closing out the DAX at 6,354.57 points for the DAX index. So let me tell you, we saw an increase in equities. Once again, I mentioned a lot of the reasons why we're seeing this increase. So now, with that aside, let's go ahead and get right into the commodities market, shall we? All right, we've got Brent crude futures down 45 cents, a percentage increase of 0.40%, closing out Brent crude at $111.08 per barrel of Brent crude oil. And for you ass clowns that don't know what Brent crude oil is, it's the oil that's shipped off to Europe and Asia. All right, gasoline futures are also down today, $5.75. That's a percentage decrease of 0.60%. Heating oil also down 53 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.17%. We've got some pretty much, unchanged. Well, no, wait a minute. We saw a slight dip in natural gas. I know we've been talking about nothing but negativity in the natural gas market, but we saw a slight dip. It is down 0.24% on the day. Didn't even register on a point change basis, so not even worth recognizing. Let's get to WTI sweet crude, shall we? All right. WTI sweet crude is the crude oil that is consumed by North America that not only gauges how much you're going to pay at the gas pumps, but how much you're going to pay for products at the supermarkets and the shopping malls, because, hello, McFly, I mean, those products have to get from point A to point B, all right? And they have to use some mode of transportation to get there, and those modes of transportation utilize petroleum. So that's why I always advise anybody, even if you're not interested in the markets, the very least you should be interested in the WTI sweet crude price, because it's going to gauge how much you're going to pay at the gas pump. Anyway, WTI is up 35 cents today, a percentage increase of 0.35%, closing out WTI at $101.06 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. Let's get to agriculture, shall we? We got, what was this, canola futures up 40 cents. We saw a volatile market in cocoa today. It was up as high as $70, closing out pretty much flat today, up pretty much unchanged. We've got coffee futures down today 30 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.13%. And shove it up your ass, all you people that are saying I'm un-American because I don't consume coffee. Don't you understand? I'm naturally energized, because what fuels me, what fuels my passion, what keeps me going 15 hours a day on 4 hours sleep is the love of the money. That's right, and not just that, obtaining capital, too. Obtaining capital. That's what it's all about, baby. Anyway, let's continue going. We got corn down today, $10.50. That's a percentage decrease of 1.74%. We've got cotton down 66 cents. We've got, OJ, what have I been telling you about orange juice, up $6.85. That's a percentage increase of 3.72% on the day. We've got wheat futures selling off $20 on the negative, a percentage decrease of 2.97%. Good God. Sugar is up 14 cents. Lumber is up $1. Oat futures are down $2.50. Soybean oil futures are down 37 cents. And good God, did anybody see the wool futures, for Christ's sake? I mean, the bull-nosed bull dykes did not come out for the wool futures at all today, because they are down $25. That's a percentage decrease of 1.87% on the day. Good God. Anyway, let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Copper is also up today, $3.30. That's a percentage increase of 0.88%. And what the freaking hell have I been telling everybody about metals? What have I been telling everybody about metals? Hop on that goddamn surfboard and ride that wave, baby. Ride that wave. That's what I've been doing. I mean, do you understand? That's what I've been saying. Let's get to gold first, all right? Gold is up modestly today, although we saw some major spikes in the volatile markets that we're seeing in this particular commodity in general. But gold is up modestly, $4.20, a percentage increase of 0.25% on the day, closing out gold at $1,659.80 per troy ounce of gold. Now let's go ahead and get to silver, shall we? What have I been saying about silver? What have I been saying about silver? I've been saying that I have been extremely bullish on silver, and I'm going to be extremely bullish on it from now until 6 to 9 months from now. All right, and for all the folks that don't know why, you need to go back in the archive at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right, you need to go to that archive right there and look in some of the past episodes where I have suggested why everyone should be entertaining an investment in silver, because silver continues to go up and up and up. And let me tell you, I mean, there's a whole bunch of ways to play silver. Like I said, you can entertain ETFs. You can accumulate physical silver via bars or coinage. You can actually make plays on, some of these silver mining companies or possibly individual jewelry companies that are in the public equity market. I mean, there's so many ways to make money on this, potential spike that we're going to see on silver. And the reason I am just somewhat bullish, not somewhat, but blatantly bullish on my approach to silver is because the percentage yield for investment is going to be a lot higher if you invested in silver as opposed to gold. Even though I'm not, against gold, I'm not saying that gold is a bad investment. I'm just saying I'm a capitalist. I like higher percentage yields for my investment. And if you look at the way silver has performed, you take a look at the chart on silver, last spring we hit the $50 per troy ounce price point, and I believe that we are going to see that again. All right, we're going to see that again, and that price point is going to gauge whether or not the market is going to retract or it's going to take that big spike forward. All right? So everybody be on the lookout for that. Let's get to the silver price, because I've been telling people to buy silver, for Christ's sake. I mean, it was down to $27 when I was telling people, hey, wake up, you morons. Anyway, silver is up 37 cents today, a percentage increase of 1.23% increase on the day today, closing out silver at $30.50 per troy ounce of silver, baby. All right, that's just the way it is. Woo! Man, let me tell you something right now. I just bought a 100-ounce bar, believe it or not. I bought a 100-ounce bar for a little over $3,000 and change. So, it just goes to show you how serious I am about business. You understand what I'm saying? A 100-ounce pure silver bar. It's the way it is. You understand? We're sitting over here giving me this nonsense that, you don't know what it's like to invest in silver. Yeah, shut up. Stupid morons. All right, let me tell you something else. I mean, in my portfolio, precious metals take a little over 10% of my portfolio. All right, and the only reason is, folks, is because you have to diversify your capital. You can't leave it all in one place. You can't leave all your goddamn money in the bank. It's not going to keep up with the rate of inflation no matter how much interest rate you get in that savings. All right, you can't put it all in the stock market because the stock market is highly volatile, and you never know when the hell these investors are going to get a hair up their ass to sell off. So you got to diversify it. You got to diversify it in a lot of different assets, a lot of different financial instruments. You just have to diversify it everywhere. Anyway, let me continue going on here. We got a lot of people here that are talking garbage, saying, "Oh, I'm bored. I'm bored." You know what? Implement chat room martial law on these sons of bitches, engineer. I'm not going to sit here and allow these stupid, pathetic losers that are going to sit here and flap their fat sausages and fingers on the keyboard saying, "I'm bored." Let me tell you something. Every one of you that are saying, "I'm bored" here on the chat room, you people are going to be shining the shoes of capitalists. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You are going to be shining the shoes of capitalists that are actually listening into the broadcast and are taking the information that I'm broadcasting on this show and are utilizing it in their own financial lives and are making serious money. I mean, you understand? You're going to be shining their shoes, for Christ's sake. You're going to be wiping their asses. You're going to be cleaning their shit bowls. You understand? And for you to be sitting over here saying, "I'm bored." Well, you know what? Get the hell out of here then if you're bored, you stupid moron. Get the hell out of here if you're bored. I don't want you here if you're bored. Get out. You think I want you to listen? "Oh, I'm bored." Well, get the hell out. You're a useless human being, and I wouldn't want you to listen to me anyway. The hell kind of contribution are you going to make? Huh? What kind of contribution are you going to make sitting there?
I'm bored, even though you're giving me financial analysis that could help my everyday life. I'm bored.
Get out! You think I need your bored-ass ratings, huh? You think I need your boring ass sitting on your fat-ass computer listening to me? You think I need... No, I don't. Get out if you're bored. Get out! And for you folks that are just tuning in here, I have implemented chat room martial law. Because these idiots are sitting over here thinking that they can just kind of be cute and flap their fat Dorito-stained fingers on the keyboard, after they guzzle down about a half a gallon of Mountain Dew over here, thinking that they could be text chat warriors talking garbage at me like, I'm bored. Shut up. Stupid, dumb assholes. You're damn right there's no text. You want to know why there's no text? You can thank these stupid assholes that are sitting here talking all this garbage to me in the chat room. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, where the hell was I, engineer? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was talking about silver, right? All right, well, let's get to livestock. And then once we get through livestock, we're going to take callers. We're going to dedicate the whole broadcast to SOPA. And that's the way it is. So let's get to livestock. Live cattle futures are unchanged. Cattle feeder futures are up 47 cents. That's a percentage increase of 0.31%. And, of course, lean hogs for all you fat jelly-ass bones that like to shove a couple of bones down your goddamn gullet. Well, lean hog futures are up 60 cents, a percentage increase of 0.69%, and that, my friends, is the market for your ass. All right, now we're going to go ahead and lift chat room martial law, but let me tell you something right now. Engineer, if you see anybody acting like some ridiculous imbecile, kick them out. Do you understand? Show their asses to the door and kick them out. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. Kick them all out. All right, lift chat room martial law up in here. Lift it up. Serious, for Christ's sake. Start kicking them all out right now. Kick all those idiots that are scrolling, kick them out. You understand that, engineer? Kick them all out. I'm going to sit over here and allow these people to, besmirch my show, for Christ's sake, because you're a useless human being that's making no contribution to society whatsoever. That are sitting over here, flapping your fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard thinking you're accomplishing something when you're doing nothing but, waste of human flesh. Your contribution to society is turning perfectly good food into shit, and you want what? You want a prize? You want people to bow down to your ass? Or just sit there and shut your goddamn suck hole, for Christ's sake? How about that? Why don't you sit there and shut your goddamn suck hole? I'm not joking. You continue to sit there and flap your little mealy-mouthed gums out here. You flap your goddamn text chat warrior fingers out here and see what happens. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. Let me calm my ass down. These assholes in here. Kick them out, engineer. God damn it. Anyway, these assholes in here, starting to piss me off just a tad bit here. All right, and the engineer's kicking them out. I need a beer here. I need some kind of a drink. And, we're going to continue with yesterday's drinking session. And, of course, I'm going to continue drinking the Spaten. It is a German beer. Schlagen, Volkswagen. 8% alcohol by volume. That's what I love about these sons of bitches. $10 a damn six-pack, huh? $10 a six-pack for Spaten Optimator, baby. So let's go ahead and open one, all right? Let's go ahead and open one of these sons of bitches. Oh yeah. Woo! Anyway, and of course I've got the glass, which is also German-made, hand-blown. Do you hear that? Oh, man. Is that a crystal schooner? You're goddamn right. Let's go ahead and pour this in here. Oh, yeah. There's some... Man, it looks like syrup. You know, this beer looks like syrup, for Christ's sake. But I don't care, you know, as long as it gets the job done. And it tastes rather well, for Christ's sake. I mean, I like real strong beers, you understand? I like real strong beers, and let me tell you something, it's a great occasion, not only because these idiots out here in the chat room are pissing me off and thinking that they're goddamn text chat warriors and text paladins and all this other crap, but also because it is a day to remember today. January 18, 2012, where the citizens of the Internet rose against any attempt at legislation that was going to regulate this fiber optically connected world we call the Internet, and we spoke. We sent emails. We sent tweets. We sent Facebook messages. We sent goddamn phone calls. We sent faxes. We did everything we could so that we can make sure that these goddamn bureaucrats in Washington knew that we were completely against any kind of regulation on the Internet that was going to stifle creativity, that was going to stifle communication, and it was going to stifle the freedom of knowledge. And that's the last thing we need when we look at America today and observe the social landscape and see that everybody in America is dumbing themselves down. Oh, Jesus Christ, have you looked on television? Have you checked out the latest songs, for Christ's sake? They sound like something that just shitted out the ass crack of a freaking Teletubby. Minimalistic crap. That's what we're getting in today's music. Garbage movies. That's what we're getting in today's movies. And the Internet allows us not only to pick and choose who we actually want to listen to, pick and choose who we actually want to watch, but it also gives us the power to create content that isn't out there, original content, creative content. And that's why SOPA, PIPA, or any other attempt at Internet regulation is going to stifle this creative force. You know, this open Internet freedom that allows anybody to say, do, create, feel, however they want to. The ultimate freedom of expression. You know, there's some people in countries that are totalitarian, that are authoritarian, that utilize the Internet as an avenue to speak whatever it is that's on their mind. They have to keep private because they're afraid of government persecution. The Internet allows anybody who wants to know anything that's on the top of their mind, within a couple of searches, boom, you knew whatever you didn't know. I'm telling you this right now, folks. I am glad to be alive here today to witness these bureaucrats in Washington bow down. They're bowing down. They're all backing off. Have you read the latest goddamn reports? They're all bowing down, for Christ's sake, because the Internet citizens have spoken. I mean, look at all these people. I mean, you got people bowing down like, what was this asshole, what the hell's his name? The freshman senator out of goddamn, what the hell's his freaking name? Mark Rubio. He was one of the co-sponsors of the freaking Protect IP Act. He kind of backtracked and said that he withdrew his co-sponsorship of that particular bill today. Representative Lee Terry out of Nebraska, Ben Quayle, they also said they're pulling their names out of SOPA. I mean, people are bowing down. The bureaucrats that are in Washington, D.C. are bowing down, for Christ's sake. And the reason they were bowing down, folks, is because everybody's little contribution here on the Internet, no matter what it was, no matter how little of a contribution, whether it was an Internet web video, whether it was a blog, whether it was a tweet, whether it was retweeting a tweet, whether it was commenting on videos, whether it was tweeting at these goddamn bureaucrats, whatever you did, you made history. I'm not joking. I mean, you sincerely did. These goddamn bureaucrats are bowing down off of this ridiculous, stupid idea of regulating the Internet. They're bowing down to it. They're bowing down. How come these bureaucrats can't bow down when you've got groups of people that are camping out in parks and turning it into, subterranean biohazard cesspools? How come you can't get the government to bow down when you've got thousands of people marching in front of Capitol Hill? I'll tell you why. Because that's only a fraction. Do you understand that? I mean, tens of thousands of people is nothing as it relates to the voting booth and the ballot box impact. But the internet provides an avenue for millions of people to protest. So that these goddamn bureaucrats that are trying to be bought and paid for by these old monopolists of creativity, a la the movie industry and the music industry, they can get a good whiff at the disdain at these goddamn corporate bills that they're attempting to put forth in an attempt to keep these old monopolists from continuing their monopoly on goddamn creativity. Jesus Christ. I'm getting hyped up here. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry I'm getting hyped up here, but today's a great day, man. If you are somebody who takes the internet very seriously, if you're somebody that utilizes the internet as an integral facet of your life, today is a great day. Because today was the day that the damn politicians, the bureaucrats, bowed down to the internet citizens of the world. And I want to thank everybody who contributed, no matter how small your contribution was today. It was felt, it was reverberated all across the world. And all you've got to do is just take a look at all the press coverage, all the damn media coverage that's out there. They heard us, man. They freaking heard us. Even the mainstream media couldn't keep this quiet. Anyway, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. I want to thank the internet citizens of the world that are actually sincere when they want SOPA, PIPA, or any variants thereof completely extracted from the mental capacity of any of these bureaucrats in Washington. We made it happen today. January 18, 2012. We made it happen. We made it freaking happen. And it's not over, believe me. It's just the freaking beginning. It's just the beginning. Anyway, before I take calls, folks, I want to take this beer that I've just poured into this glass, and I want to, raise it up high and say cheers to everybody, trolls, terrorists, internet citizens, chat room people, bloggers, broadcasters, YouTubers, anybody out there that is in the internet that is contributing to this great internet culture that we have come to know and love out here. I want to extend my glass to you in cheers, in recognizing your contribution to the internet citizenship that we have established here today, January 18th, 2012. And let me tell you something right now. This is a historic day because those of us that actually contributed to hounding these goddamn bureaucrats, amplifying the anti-SOPA rhetoric, that created the YouTube videos, that created the blogs, that broadcasted, that retweeted, that did everything. It is you, the reason why these goddamn bureaucrats are bowing down to us all. So cheers to the internet citizens of the world. Good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Anyway, I want to hear from you folks. 646-652-4869. Give me your story. Give me how you contributed to the anti-SOPA protest of today. Tell me what you did. Did you sign a petition? Did you make a comment on one of these pro-SOPA websites? Or emailed your congressman? Tweeted at your goddamn politician? Whatever the case might be, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. This is an episode dedicated to one of the greatest days in internet history, in my personal opinion. And I'm talking about the anti-SOPA protest of January 18th, 2012. Let's take some calls here, folks. And let me tell you, I'm not going to sit here and pallet any freaking trolls or any freaking prank calls. I'm just going to hang you up. You understand? This is serious business here. Seriously, you stupid milky-licking pieces of nipple-clamp-loving, butt-plug-up-the-ass-looking, wish-you-had-alive ass clowns. We need to start talking about this. And I want to hear from you. Let's take some calls here. We got any calls, engineer? All right, let's take a couple of calls here. We got 818. You're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost. What's up?
How's it going?
Yeah, so, for SOPA, I signed an email petition, right? And on the email, I put Ghost is such a lizard.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you at least signed the freaking, petition. But to sit over here and make a troll call here on a serious subject matter that affects us all, especially no life having losers like yourself. I mean, to sit over here and troll this show just shows how lack of understanding that your little social life, as little and as pathetic as it may be on this internet, it could be basically taken from you if any of these legislation are passed to regulate the internet, you stupid loser. I mean, I don't understand how you can sit over here and troll at this point in time, all right? I mean, especially you losers, that are trying to get lulz up in here, all right? There's nothing lulzy about the internet getting regulated, you stupid morons. We're taking calls here. This is a show dedicated to the Anti-SOPA movement that happened today. What a historic day in internet history. And I want to hear what your contribution was, what you did to help make sure that these damn bureaucrats in Washington heard our voice. And I want to hear from you. Area code 812, what's going on?
Do you want to know what I think about SOPA?
What do you think about SOPA?
I think that Howard Stearns and I are giving...
Well, who cares about Howard Stern? You want to talk about somebody who is pro-SOPA, all right? That stupid ass clown, all right? You think that you could do the amount of stuff that you do to me with my recordings? You think that you could do the type of splices and remixes and the type of things that you do to this show? Do you think that you could do that with Howard Stern without getting a goddamn lawsuit, or I should say lol suit, thrown against you, for Christ's sake? Are you kidding me? I mean, this is how stupid you people are, man. This is how ridiculously idiotic our country is, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, I'm sick and tired of, Howard Stern idiots and all these other morons that are out here that are actually pro-SOPA, trying to hop on this bandwagon of being anti-SOPA. You know as well as I, if you did something to Howard Stern's so-called intellectual properties, which is his 2-bit radio show, which sucks the chrome off of a 57 Chevy bumper, all right? If you were to do something in any fashion, in any kind of fashion that's similar to the YouTube videos that are out there about yours truly in this broadcast, he'd have you sued. You understand that? He would have you sued, and he would sue you for multi-millions of dollars, for Christ's sake. But look at you stupid losers. You're like,
I'm a stupid little young whippersnapper, and I'm going to worship some 65-year-old prostate-infected loser that never did a cool thing in his life. Yeah, shut up.
And screw you, Howard Stern, you piece of crap. Get the hell off Sirius Radio and let real talent in there, you stupid loser. Pathetic waste of prostate-infected life. 630, what's going on?
Hi there, Ghost.
How's it going?
Mainly, I just called into SOPA, my representative, and told them how they should be, against the SOPA bill because it's, such BS, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, who did you talk to when you called your congressman?
Well, since I live in the Chicago area, I called Jesse Jackson's son. So, yeah, called their office 2 times. Oh, man. Did anybody answer, or were they out, to eating some barbecue or something? No, dude, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was high as hell. Oh, well, of course he ain't going to be there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's not going to be there. He's probably out, getting some Colt 45 or something, for Christ's sake. Anyway, we're talking about SOPA here, all right? I mean, this is serious business. I mean, what we did here today in the Internet is something that is going to be historically talked about for years to come, all right? I mean, the politicians have bowed down to the citizens of the Internet because we've spoken. We emailed them. We tweeted them.
talking out both sides of their goddamn faces, and this is why I keep telling each and every one of you. All right? The system will crack. You have to get the masses of people behind one subject matter. And case in point, SOPA, PIPA. Do you understand? Everybody, millions, I'm talking about millions of people were against this particular piece of legislation, and we all let these politicians know it. All of us. That's the difference between what happened today as opposed to what happened to that ridiculous Occupy Wall Street nonsense. You understand? That's the difference. You see, what we accomplished in one day via virtual mass protest, we accomplished that, this freaking Occupy Wall Street, what the hell did they accomplish? Nothing. I'll tell you what they did accomplish. They accomplished getting their biohazard parks cleaned up on my freaking taxpayer dime. That's what they accomplished. And that's why I'm saying, folks, you need to look at what really is going to change the system. If you're somebody that wants to get political, if you're somebody that wants to change the system, for Christ's sake, nobody gives two rat's asses about a whole bunch of flea bags turning a park into a goddamn subterranean crap hole with puke, piss, crap, drugs, sex. I mean, nobody's going to listen to this crap. Nobody cares. But when you have an issue that everybody can get behind, let me tell you something. This SOPA, PIPA, this regulation of the internet, millions, and I'm talking about millions of people were behind the opposition of this particular legislation. And that's why I'm saying, folks, today's a memorable day, and I think that everybody should recognize what has happened here. And we did it, man. The people spoke, and those goddamn politicians listened. Why can't we do this again for other issues? Why can't we do what we did today for SOPA? Why can't we do this for the economy? Why can't we do this for other subject matters, like going to war or foreign policy? Why can't we do this, for Christ's sake? You know, what really pisses me off is that not only did it take SOPA and PIPA and the attempted regulation of the internet for masses of people to protest, and I'm talking about really protest, but moreover, I find it rather convenient that both sides of the aisle, Republican and Democrat, were both sponsoring both of these disgusting regulation bills, both of them. I mean, they can't agree on the economy, they can't agree on foreign policy, they can't agree on anything else, but all of a sudden, there's bipartisanship. Republicans are talking to Democrats, Democrats are talking to Republicans behind SOPA, behind the regulation of the internet. I mean, this should go to show you where the priorities are in our disgusting government. I mean, we can't even have these idiots debate on whether or not we should cut spending, whether or not we should raise debt limits, whether or not we should lower I mean, they can't agree on nothing, and all of a sudden, both of these parties, Democrats and Republicans, come together to sponsor bills to regulate the internet, for Christ's sake? I mean, this should show you these disgusting, despicable ass clowns that are supposed to be representing us out here in Washington, D.C. are nothing more than soulless cash whores, all right? Because this was a bought and paid for bill, and if you don't believe me, why don't you read about how much money the movie and music industry lobbied to get this bill? I mean, I read numbers in over $90 million in lobbying for this bill to be a reality. Can you believe this crap? $90 million in lobbying. That's why these idiot politicians are coming together. Oh, well, we can actually find some kind of an arrangement where we can agree to regulate the internet. And why the hell is the movie industry and the music industry paying over $90 million in lobbying to get SOPA or PIPA passed? Because don't you remember these assholes had the monopoly of creativity. I mean, all they had to do was fart on a snare drum and put it out as a single, and if the people liked it, they would put it out as a goddamn album and package it up with 10 songs that suck and force you to pay goddamn near $20 a CD. Y'all remember that? I mean, y'all remember, we flip the goddamn TV channels and we're just subjected to whatever the networks show us, whatever HBO shows us, whatever the movie theaters show us, for Christ's sake. Nuh-uh. Not anymore with the Internet. Not anymore with the Internet. I mean, everybody that's listening to this broadcast genuinely wants to listen to this broadcast. Everybody who watches a particular channel on YouTube genuinely wants to watch that channel on YouTube. They're going out purposely to seek it. They're not forced. They're not forced. This is not shoved down their hole, for Christ's sake. And you see, this is what the movie and music industry want. They want that monopolization of creativity. They don't like the fact that people can freely create and profit on their own without their stupid, dumbass, bureaucratic, corporatistic help. All right?
Oh, we got Rebecca Black. She made too much money. Rebecca Black made too much money making a song without any kind of record company or any kind of marketing. I mean, Rebecca Black is making the record industry look irrelevant.
Because you are irrelevant. Do you understand? The movie industry, Hollywood, the music industry, you are irrelevant, all right? I mean, instead of sitting over here lobbying $90 million in Congress to pass this ridiculous SOPA PIPA bill, what you should have done is maybe use that damn $90 million to converge with technology, all right, to get in with the now, to step your game up and step your chain up as it relates to your content. That's what you should be worried about there, movie and music industry, you stupid idiots. I mean, I'm sick and tired of the music, especially these musicians that are pissing and moaning about,
oh, man, I'm losing money, man. I'm losing money because they downloaded my music. I'm losing money.
Losing money, my ass. Is Lady Gaga losing money? I mean, this bitch is worth, what is it, $400 or $500 million bucks. You're going to tell me she's losing freaking money? No, she's not. I mean, do you think that any of these other hot artists that are out here today that are making, supposedly lots of money, they're not losing money. What's happening here is we are seeing creativity evolve. No longer do we have to be subjugated by the old monopolists of creativity like movie industries and music industries. No. Now the individual, if they're truly talented, if they're truly creative, can create their own content and distribute it on the Internet and make their own money. There's no need to, sit here and worry about some gatekeeper of information saying that, well, we don't think that you're appropriate for the genre because... Shut up, record industry. Shut up, movie industry, all right? So that's why I'm saying, folks, I mean, today is a very special day, January 18, 2012. The Internet citizens have spoken, and these politicians bowed down. And I just wished that everybody that witnessed what happened today could relay this to other subjects. Why can't we all get around a subject as it relates to war? Why can't we all do this when it comes to a war? Why can't we all do this as it relates to the economy? Why can't we all do this, damn it? Jesus Christ. 646-652-4869. I want to hear from you, all right? We're talking about SOPA. This whole show is dedicated to the anti-SOPA movement that happened today that basically made the politicians in Washington, D.C. bow down to the Internet citizens of the world. So let's take some calls, see what you have to say about it. Area code 305, what's going on?
Oye, man, this is Cord here. Remember me?
Shut up, all right? You understand, you idiots? We don't have time for that right now, you stupid prank-calling pieces of trash. I mean, don't you understand? We're living history here. We're living history. Stupid, imbecilic morons. 234, what's up? You're on the air.
Hi, Ghost. Have you heard of the Open Act?
Now, what's the Open Act? Enlighten us.
It's an address. They're going to address the concerns with SOPA and, make a bill that, appeases both parties so they can stop piracy without infringing.
You know what? How come we have to even make a bill relating to the Internet? How about that? Why are we even focusing in on this? All right? I mean, how come the movie industry and the music industry just can't fight piracy on their own? I mean, why are they paying these stupid, dumbass licensing people, and why are all these businesses in existence, these publishing companies and all, why are they there if they're not going to do their freaking job? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, the argument of SOPA, the argument of PIPA, the argument that, we got to fight piracy. You have to fight piracy. I mean, why doesn't the FBI fight piracy? I mean, look, if the movie industry and the music industry has an idea that there's a pirate generating revenue off of somebody else's intellectual properties, why can't the movie industry or the music industry report these people to the proper authorities, and the proper authorities deal with these people? I mean, I don't understand. The movie and music industry, $90 million, over $90 million they gave to Congress to get this bill passed. And they couldn't put that into some kind of a goddamn, fund to, against piracy or some type of a little corporate bureaucratic wing to fight piracy or whatever the case might be. I mean, it's stupid, man. It's ridiculous is what it is. We don't need no freaking bills. Hey, FBI, movie industry, music industry, just do your freaking job, all right? Just do your freaking job. There's no need for any kind of Internet regulation. The only reason that people want Internet regulation is because they want to stagnate communication. They want to stagnate the spread of knowledge. And they want to stagnate human creativity. And we can't have that. Do you understand that? We cannot have that by any means necessary, to quote Malcolm X. We cannot have that. So, if there's an Open Act addressing all the quote-unquote issues related to SOPA and PIPA, they could open their assholes and take a good whiff of what's going on up there, because that's the only thing that the Internet citizens of the world will ever be down with, is having those goddamn regulators shoving their heads up their own asses, for Christ's sake. Damn it. I'm not going to sit here and allow no goddamn government bureaucracy to take control of the Internet. This Internet was meant for free communication, the freedom of communication, the freedom of knowledge, the freedom of creativity, for Christ's sake. Not for some asshole to sit over here and point his finger and say, well, this is a rogue website, and shut up. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Give me the goddamn mic. Makes me sick to my stomach, for Christ's sake. We cannot allow any regulation of the Internet, period. Do you understand that? Period. Jesus Christ. I mean, how stupid are we, for Christ's sake? 720, what's up? How stupid are we, for Christ's sake? 720. Now, Jesus Christ, can you turn down your radio, please? 360, what's up?
Death through SOPA. Hello?
You see what I'm saying? Do you see why America is being flushed down the toilet, folks? Just listen to these idiots. Listen to these morons. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not joking. This is it here. This is it. 201, you're on the horn.
I signed lots of petitions, Ghost, but you know what? They can take our money, but they can't take our My Little Pony porn.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something right now. That's why the FBI needs to step its game up and step its chain up, because they need to go after these damn Woody Allen butt-loving pedophiles that are transmitting these disgusting images out here across the Internet, and that ain't no BS, all right? And that includes, all you damn cloppers that are out there, shoving horse heads up your shit funnel. Jesus Christ. 248, what's up?
Hey, man, I just want to say, long live SOPA, death to Ghost, bring the engineer show back.
Yeah, shut up, you idiot, all right? I mean, you see what I'm saying? People that are trying to do something for shock value because they think that it's going to give them lulz. Do you hear that? And not only that, we should have played Guess the Minority with that fruit. I definitely heard some kind of an ethnic twang, but we're not supposed to be doing this today. This is supposed to be a show about SOPA. Anyway, 269, what's up?
Hey, two things. I just tuned in, not even 2 seconds ago, and I was wondering if they had voted no on SOPA.
Well, we just discussed that we have all these politicians bowing down now. They're bowing down because today's protest, Wednesday, January 18, 2012, they bowed down because we tweeted at these goddamn politicians. We emailed these politicians. We made blogs. We made videos. We did whatever we could to make our word known that we don't want internet regulation. We don't want it. And that's why all these people are bowing down right now. That's why all these supposed sponsors to PIPA and the sponsors to SOPA, they're all bowing down. They're taking about 10 steps away from those freaking bills because it could cost them their seats in power. And let me tell you something. Anybody who was in favor of this bill should be voted out of office. Period. Period. Area code 626, what's up?
Hey, I'm glad you know the difference between a brony and a clopper.
See what I'm saying? You see this crap? 347, what's up? Do you have anything to say about SOPA? Yeah, we got a Helen Keller deaf mute up in here. 714, what's up? Do you have anything to say about SOPA?
Yeah, man. What's going on, Ghost?
How's it going?
Hey, man. I just want to make a quick little comment on something. I'm happy that SOPA is being spread out throughout Facebook. I'm kind of sad that Mark Zuckerberg didn't really put the SOPA movement out there like Google is, you know?
Well, are you kidding me? I mean, Mark Zuckerberg is making large sums of money off of your information. You know what I mean? I mean, and not only that, he's already got inside track with the administration. Remember, I mean, Mark Zuckerberg and Barack Obama had dinner, what was it, this past fall, for Christ's sake. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, this man, Zuckerberg, is helping with the campaign contribution account of this administration. So, of course, he's not going to, go dark like Wikipedia, Reddit, or any of the other websites out there. They don't care. He doesn't care. Let me tell you why he doesn't care, all right? Not only has this man owned whatever you're putting on Facebook, the man now owns. You need to reread your goddamn terms of service. He owns it. Whether you eliminate and completely erase and delete your Facebook profile or not, all right? They store it in a database, and it's now their property, whether you like it or not. Moreover, they are selling your information, your psycho and demographic information, all your Facebook likes and all the things that you like to patronize on Facebook. I mean, hell, they're even throwing these sophisticated cookies to even keep track of what the hell you're doing even when you're off Facebook, just so that they can sell that information to advertisers. All right? Yeah. And not only are they selling that psycho and demographic information to advertisers, they're giving your name and your phone number. So if you happen to be one of these idiots that are like, oh, yeah, I have the new Facebook phone, dude. Oh, yeah. Or you know what? They are not only keeping track of you based upon what you're doing as far as your Facebook location is concerned, or your Facebook actions are concerned, but they're actually taking some dibs on what you're doing on your Facebook phone, for Christ's sake. So, of course he doesn't. All right, of course he doesn't care. All right? I mean, he's selling your name, your phone number, your psychodemographic information. And it's no coincidence why, if you happen to, get convenient advertisements relating to things that you've done, and you happen to have a Facebook or an iPhone, any of these phones, they're all sending your information to some database so they can sell it to advertisers, you morons. So, for you people to sit over here and say, well, it's a shame that Mark Zuckerberg, he's a guy that's always pretending to be so liberal. I don't understand why he didn't. You don't want to know why? Because he is making money off of things that you're giving him freely. It makes me sick that you people that are putting your pictures, that are putting your information, that are out here saying, oh, I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. You're giving your psycho and demographic information for free to this moron, and he's selling it to advertisers. Before Facebook, they actually had to hire advertising agencies, and they had to add, all these researchers. They had to do this crap, all right? Now, they don't have to do that. All they got to do is call Mark Zuckerberg and say, hey, Mark, can you give us some people that are interested, in anal butt plugs that are shaped like horses, between the ages of, 18 to about 32, that are preferably single, that have searched, for, whatever the hell, whatever. They can get it. Anyway, I don't want to talk about freaking Facebook. Who cares about Facebook? We're supposed to be talking about the anti-SOPA movement that happened today, the historical anti-SOPA movement that happened today. But before we get into that, I want to remind everybody that we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks. Go to the forums. Go to the blogs. And spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And, of course, if you're such a fat, jelly-ass hambone that can't open up a freaking window, we got all kinds of little buttons underneath the player there, all right? We got Google Plus buttons, Facebook like buttons, so you can let Mark Zuckerberg that you like this show. You let him know that, all right? We got retweet this button. We got share this buttons. Use and abuse those freaking buttons, baby, all right? It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Before we get back on the SOPA conversation, all right, we want to go ahead and give some Twitter shout-outs to anybody who's out there listening. And, before we do that, shut down this implement chat room martial law, engineer. For all you folks that want a shout-out live right here, right now, on the broadcast, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. And, of course, the Twitter account name is Ghost Politics. All one word, no underscores. It's right there on your screen, Ghost Politics. All right, if you want a Twitter shout-out right here, right now. So let's go ahead and let's see what we got over here. Go ahead and lift chat room martial law, engineer. All right, we've got who do we got here? Let's say some names. We got Smelly Feet You Have, you sick son of a bitch. We got Tainted Eon in the house. Some idiot named Fan of Fleshlight, you sick, twisted pervert. We've got Derek E23. We got Weed Wax in the place. Fat Marshall in the house. Rice Radiation, you son of a bitch. We got CDI Fan 237. We got 100-ounce fruit bar. Shove it up your ass, you stupid moron. I said a 100-ounce silver bar, you milky liquor. That's what I invested in. Stupid assholes. Who else do we got, engineer? Anyway, we got the Anti-SOPA witch in the place. We've got Death to Entitlements in the house. Cult member Romney. Nee Slappington. Mr. Smolinski. We've got Poop Tickler's cat. Cupcake Air Raid. We've got with Tub Guy Major fail. Oh. Looks like we got some haters in the troll sector. Who else do we got going on, engineer? All right, Spongies for Ghost in the house. We've got Pink Slime Tranny. Jesus Christ. Sergeant Yoda. The Loller Guy. Malice in the place. Patty _Bradley. Potatoes 919. We got BBBBD. What's going on, for Christ's sake? What an original name. Who else do we got? We're going to say a couple more, and that's about it. All right, that's all we're doing. We got Poop Masseuse. Who else we got? I'm not going to say that, you sick son of a bitch. Somebody named Turd Burglar. Celtic Brony. We got Ross Perot, Ron Paul. Are you kidding me? Ross Perot is older than freaking Jesus' pager number. What the hell are you talking about, Ross Perot? I mean, the guy's about 150 years old, for Christ's sake, man. Him and Abraham Lincoln used to play spades, for Christ's sake. You want to get Ross Perot. Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? I'm not going to say that, you sick son of a bitch. 3-Foot Ghost. We've got Mr. Optimistic. Yeah, real funny. Texan Bird Feed. Shut up. Mr. Moray. We got DS is... I'm not going to say that, you stupid morons. God damn it. All right, I'm taking a couple of more, and that's it, all right? A couple of more, and that's it. Retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account, and that's it. Red Slime Girl in the house. We got I'm Onyx in the place. Dr. Hines. Gaelic Pony. We've got Eskimo on the rock. That's it. Eskimo on the rocks. You son of a bitch. Give me a... Jesus. I mean, there's people in Alaska right now that are suffering, man. They're freezing to death, for Christ's sake. They're running low on oil, and you people are laughing about it, for Christ's sake, you sick sons of bitches. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the mic, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, look, I don't know who's living in Alaska. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I know that Eskimo Bimbo, Sarah Palin came out of there. All right, and, okay, great. Maybe we shouldn't go all out to save these people. And we're not. That's the point. We're not. I mean, I think they were pitching these people oil with a freaking catapult or something like that. I mean, they're isolated in the middle of some freaking igloo or something. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me move on to the next subject. Well, there's no next subject matter. We're talking about SOPA. That's right. We're talking about the Anti-SOPA movement that made the politicians bow down to the internet citizens of the world today. And I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869. Did you contribute to what happened today on this historic day on the internet? Did you go out and tweet at your congressman? Did you retweet an anti-SOPA tweet? Did you post an anti-SOPA video? Did you post an anti-SOPA blog? I want to hear from you. I want to hear your contribution to today's historic day in internet history. I want to hear from you. Area code 347, what's up? Jesus Christ, we don't want to hear you and your boyfriend talking, ass clown. 305, what's up?
Hey, Ghost, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Yeah, I actually retweeted your anti-SOPA tweet, and one thing I have to say is that it's a very, very bad bill. I really hope it doesn't pass. The thing is, I'm an artist, an aspiring artist, and this could really put me in danger because then I can't really produce any of my songs anymore, and it could be a real problem for me.
No, I bet. Are you kidding me? I mean, then you'd have to go through one of the monopolists that are going to be the overlords of creativity, and we all know how that went. I mean, if you were a musician back in the 80s and 90s and tried to get a deal with one of these major record labels, I mean, how in the hell hard was that, huh? How the hell hard was that, for Christ's sake? I mean, you had a better chance getting raped in the booty hole by Elvis, and he's been dead for freaking 35 years. 234, what's going on?
Hello, Ghost. I just wanted to ask if you could, tone down on the screaming, if that's okay with you.
Tone down on the screaming? What the hell are you talking about? It was a historic day here. I mean, we went against SOPA! You know? Oh, Jesus Christ. You just hung up, for Christ's sake. Was that a pony? Was that a goddamn pony, for Christ's sake? God damn it, you brony bastards. 804, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm glad they stopped SOPA.
I'm glad they did too. But remember, this is just the beginning here. I mean, they're going to do something else. The movie and music industry did not pay off the Congress over $90 million in campaign contributions just so that this can go away. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. They're probably going to try to do something else, you know?
Absolutely. Did you retweet something, or did you tweet something? Did you do something today to help this historic day here?
Yeah, I posted online. I told everybody, I was like, stop the SOPA Act.
You're damn right, man. I'll thank you very much for your contribution. And no matter how little it was, no matter how little your contribution was, let me tell you something right now. It was that amplified our disdain for any attempt at regulation of this Internet. And these politicians listen. You know what I mean? They're backtracking now. They're backtracking. You're goddamn right. You better start listening there, politicians, or we're going to vote your ass out. As a matter of fact, we're going to vote your ass out anyway. How do you like them apples? All right, we're going to vote your ass out anyway. Area code 850. What's going on?
What's up, Ghost? This is Dante from YouTube. I'm actually preparing a video against this. I'm only having some audio lag problems, but as soon as I get that sorted out, I'm going to post a video on YouTube.
All right, man, that's right, and that's what we need, man. We need more video posters that are anti-SOPA, that are anti-internet regulation. That's what we need out here. This is what helped the amplification of our disdain of this internet regulation. This is why these scumbag politicians who were bought and paid for, they were bought and paid for already. They had to backtrack because they're scared that they may actually get voted out. They actually may get voted out. And you know what? Anybody who backed up this damn SOPA or PIPA legislation, they deserve to get voted out. I mean, how convenient these politicians can come together as it relates to this issue, but when it comes to the economy, when it comes to foreign policy, when it comes to war, or when it comes to anything, these people can't come up with any kind of an agreement. Any kind of agreement whatsoever. All of a sudden, they talk about SOPA, and they're coming together as if they're freaking, old pals. They came together on SOPA because they were bought and paid for by the damn music and movie industry. And this is why it's not the end. Just because SOPA and PIPA are no longer going to be debated in today's current system, you better be ready for another goddamn bill to come around the pike. You better be ready for these people to add this on. Remember, they can add this bill on to an amendment to another bill. All right? Be prepared for these scumbags to do that, because they like to do that. Whenever they're passing some bill that everybody's going to be passionate about, I mean, when they're debating in the Senate or the Congress, they can just kind of slide this in as an amendment, and before you know it, it becomes law. So this is just the beginning as it relates to SOPA. You understand? And I'm glad that I was here to witness what happened here on this Internet, for Christ's sake. The Internet citizens have spoken, and the bureaucrats that are out there in Washington, D.C. bowed down. They cowered down to the will of the people. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Let's take some calls here. Area code 516, what's up? Oh, Jesus Christ, give me a break. 815, what's up?
Am I on the line?
You're on the line. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm a commentary. I do Let's Plays. My channel is Phoenix Plays Z1, and I have like over 1,800 videos of Let's Plays. So if this bill goes into effect, then I am kind of screwed.
Yeah, you're damn right. You're kind of screwed. Are you, showing people how to play games or giving people, gaming type of advice? Is that what you're doing? Or giving people insight on your gameplay?
I do. I just do it for fun, especially co-op. So, and plus, one person will get really pissed off if any of the videos he has with us we're doing is taken down.
I see. I see what's going on out here. Let me tell you something. I think that gamers should have more than enough privilege to do that. I mean, I remember back in the old days, remember in the 8-bit gaming system? Remember, there was all kinds of secret codes that people sold on videos, and, little gaming nerds, they went out and figured out all these secret passcodes, these secret areas and that sort of thing. Up, down, left, right, B, A, and stop. All right, I don't understand why, these gaming companies are having such a big deal by having gamers go out there and show other people that, hey, look, if you want to beat the game for yourself, this is how you do it. You do it like this. You do it like this. Hey, these people get off on beating the game, all right? These people get off on beating the game, gamers, all right, or gaming companies. Maybe you need to step your games up and step your chains up on, the gameplay. Stupid morons. Who else do we got going on? 234, what's up?
Oh my God, I'm going to shit on Thermofur.
Jesus Christ. I mean, if you're taking turds, we couldn't hear you because of the damn staticky damn phone that you're shitting on. 443, what's up? That's it. You should have played the rest of the song, for Christ's sake. You should have played "Fuck that fucking Alamo" and "Fuck the Longhorn Steer." Look, every nail is cowboy that ever drawed a breath. And fuck you, Texas, and fuck it on again. Well, I worked my fingers to the bone, and I thought it was a pretty good song. And never mind. Anyway, 570, what's up? Hey, 570, you're on the horn. What's up? I mean, we can hear what's happening in your goddamn house. Why don't you say something? Come on.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Ghost. How's it going?
How's it going, man? How you doing?
Yo, you're a racist bastard, so, yeah. And you...
You want to know why all you can come up with is, hey, you're a racist bastard. Yeah. Because you're an unoriginal prick that was probably shitted out of the uterus of a single whore mother, and there's no fatherly influence there, I mean, you notice that males, they typically get their attitudes and they get their personalities from their old man. But if there ain't no old man there, what are they to get? How are they going to get a personality, for Christ's sake? They don't! They don't! They end up like this poor little brat that called up and didn't know what to say to begin with, and then, when I finally put him on the damn spot, he's sitting over there, you're a racist, yeah. Just sit there and shut your mouth. Hey, is your mommy there by any chance?
No, that's why I need you to itch my balls for me.
No, there's 2, 3 fellers there? Is there 2 or 3 fellers over there?
No, just one.
Nah, give me a break. There's 2 or 3 fellers over there having a circle jerk in front of a damn computer screen, and you think that there's nothing wrong with that picture? 570, I mean, don't you think that there's something wrong that there's a couple of pecker shafts looking at a computer screen without a woman in sight? You better get, hey, 570, you better get your sister in the room and pretend that's your girlfriend or something just so you could save face, for Christ's sake. I mean, you're getting your ass whooped.
Dude, you just made me
Yeah, just get him off, Edgar. Get him off, for Christ's sake. He's clopping right now. That's what he's doing. He's clopping. And not only that, he doesn't even have a sister. He doesn't even have a sister that he can call in and say, hey, can you come in here and pretend you're my girlfriend so you can at least save face on my online reputation? Well, your online reputation is ruined. Jesus Christ. We're supposed to be talking about SOPA. and how the anti-SOPA movement today, January 18th, 2012, is a day in Internet infamy. And I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869 is number to call. We got area code 405. What's up?
Yeah, I think SOPA's wrong, and they're just violating our privacy.
Well, they're violating a lot more than just our privacy. Well, first of all, our privacy is gone. Forget about privacy. I mean, in this day and age, books and, Twitter, where people are like,
hey, I'm here at the proctologist, waiting, sitting here reading Time Magazine's edition of how Bradley Cooper is the sexiest man alive, even though he's got freaking hair plugs.
I mean, with this day and age of, hey, look, these are the freaking pics of me and Grandma when we were at the latest hog calling festival. I mean, give me a break, man. I mean, there's no privacy anymore. I mean, seriously, if you think that you have privacy on the Internet, you got another thing coming. What this comes down to is the freedom of speech. And that's what this comes down to, the freedom of speech, the freedom of communication, the freedom of knowledge, and the freedom of creativity. That's what this anti-SOPA movement today means. Because if you think that you've got freaking privacy, I mean, look at how all these people can dox these assholes out here, all right? I mean, look at all the doxing that's happening if you think that you've got freaking privacy. Anyway, let's continue going. 646-652-4869 is number to call. Once again, this is a show completely dedicated to the anti-SOPA movement, all right? All right? The anti-SOPA movement, the anti-PIPA movement. I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. All right? The Internet citizens of the world have spoken, boy. Area code 512, you're on the horn.
No. Hello?
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 Yeah.
Hey, I know if you were that.
Jesus Christ. I mean, what, I got little kids from Austin? I got little kids from Austin, Texas calling me for Christ's sake. God. Jesus Christ. I got little kids from Austin, Texas here for calling me for Christ's sake. I mean, what are they posting my show at freaking KinderCare? Are they posting my show at freaking kindergarten for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. Where are the parents? Where are the parents? That's the next thing we should be harping about as a mass quantity. We should be harping about, hey, there should be a law against bad parenting. Yeah, that's what we should do. There's a law against every goddamn thing in the world. There's a law against drinking too much. There's a law if you don't wear a seatbelt while you're driving your own goddamn car. There's a law against every single goddamn thing you can think of. You can't fish without a permit. Huh? You can't hunt without a permit. You can't build and add on to your own house without a freaking permit. You got all these laws. Why in the blue hell do we not have a law against bad parenting? I don't understand this. I mean, meanwhile, we have children that are basically at the whim of these disgusting, despicable parents that do nothing but just shit them out of their uterus pipe and then literally subject them to the most disgusting, despicable, vile things that one could imagine. They neglect them. You could just, Jesus Christ, just look at America today, for Christ's sake. Just look at America. I mean, this is what we should be getting behind here. And let me tell you, I know there's a lot of young people that listen to me. A lot of young people that listen to me and say, you know what? He's right. Where the hell is my mother, all right? How come she's never here whenever I get home from school? Well, because she's out at Applebee's or TGI Fridays looking for Alabama black snake. That's why. How come I always have to have some new schlonghead come into the picture and throw me a football in the backyard just so that he can get in my mother's panties? You need to ask yourself these questions, young folks. And I'm not joking. You need to ask yourself these questions, and you should be very upset about it. You should hold your parents' ridicule to the existence that they have given you. And if you're somebody who's being raised by some disgusting, dirty, dish rag whore mother who's playing the child support lottery system, who's dumping you off on an illegal alien child care provider or in front of a boob tube or a violent video game, and you're wondering, hey, wait a minute, I don't have a family. I don't have any kind of legitimate love in my life. All I can get is a freaking social outlet. All I can get is going to school, and all I can get is... God damn it! God damn it! And then we wonder why there's all this goddamn violence, for Christ's sake. And then we wonder why the youth are becoming sexual deviants. Then we wonder why the freaking young people are dumbing themselves down, for Christ's sake. They have no parents. They have no parents that care about them, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. I care about these young people that are listening in, that are being neglected. I mean, you can tell by their personality. You can tell by their lack of vernacular. You can tell by their lack of linguistic skills. They were neglected. And I feel bad for them, you know? Anyway, give me my drink. Give me my beer. I'm gonna take a chug of this goddamn spotting optimeter. And this goes out to the children that are listening to me right now that are by themselves during the peak hours of juvenile delinquency, which are from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., convenient after-school hours, that are left alone because their mothers are too busy going out hopping from penis to penis to penis, because their mothers are too busy going out to happy hour and looking for the horizontal mambo from an ethnic minority. But instead of going out there and contributing to the ever-escalating statistics of juvenile delinquency, instead you decide to sit here and listen or troll or prank call me. I would rather you sit here, listen, troll, and prank call me than to contribute to the damn statistics of juvenile delinquency. Let me tell you something. I know that I'm like a father to a lot of these young people that are listening in out here. I know I am. I know I'm like a father to these young people because they ain't got a father. They don't have a father to sit here and show them how to be a man. They don't have a father to show them how to be a personable individual. They don't have a father to show them, hey, look, this is the way you have to be. This is the way you have to be a man. This is the way you have to talk. You can't be some over-feminized fruit and think that people are going to respect you. And let me tell you something right now. I know that there is a lot of young people that are listening in that don't have fathers that are listening in. And I just want you to know that I'd be more than happy to just let you know that you're like kids to me. You're like my kids. All right, because I care about you. And every time I talk about your dirty dish rag whore mothers, about how they're neglecting you, about how they're going out and, dumping you off on illegal alien child care providers or wherever, instead of actually spending time with you, reading to you, talking to you, getting to know you, I want you to know that I care about you, all right? And I don't care if you're trolling. I don't care if you're out here, trying to discombobulate or besmirch the show. If you're a young person, as long as you're here listening to me, and if you're listening to me, you're listening to me between the peak hours of juvenile delinquency, I would rather you be here with me, listening to me, than going out there and, causing some mischievous juvenile delinquent activity, or going out there and having sexual relations and making life decisions that's going to affect you for the rest of your life. Doing drugs and all that other nonsense. I am glad that you are here with me. So cheers. cheers to all of you right there. And, of course, you have to be over 21 if you're going to be drinking. Although I find it conveniently quaint that the government can send young people to die at war at 18 years old, but are forcing these kids to wait till they're 21 to have a freaking drink. I mean, what a bunch of crap. Anyway, cheers. Cheers. Good stuff. Good stuff. You're damn right. I will be your father figure, just like that Fruit Bowl George Michael said. I will be your father figure. Let's not get fruity here. Anyway, 818, what's going on? Hello? Jesus, take the phone out your shit funnel, for Christ's sake. 234, what's up?
Howdy, Ghost. I'm done bucking my granny. Can I have yours?
What the hell are you talking about? You're talking about my granny there, you ditzy broad? Are you talking about my granny, you dumb ditzy broad? I'm talking to you. Yeah, that's right. You better be scared. You better be scared. I better remind you.
When we let the go.
God damn it. Just shut up and get back in the kitchen. Get back in the goddamn kitchen and do something productive. Give me a freaking break. Jesus Christ. Give me a drink. Give me a drink after that crap. I'm telling you this right now. It makes me sick. Anyway, we're talking about the anti-SOPA movement that happened today that made Internet history, all right? Internet history is what it made today, for Christ's sake, because the politicians are bowing down to the citizens of the Internet. And you know something, folks? Just between you and me, you know what I propose? I propose that those of us that are on the Internet actually create a virtual Internet government. Yeah. I'm not joking. I think that we need to create a virtual Internet government, a virtual Congress, elect virtual people as representatives of the Internet community. I mean, this is what we need out here. And the reason I'm saying this is because if we don't implement something of this nature, the damn government is going to implement it. Or some international bureaucratic institution. I'm not joking, man. We have to make sure that there's an Internet government that makes sure that everything's going to be free. So that they have to talk to that Internet government before they attempt it. I'm talking about I'm talking about any nation state. I'm talking about international consortiums, any nonprofit consortiums. I'm telling you this right now. We should have an Internet government. Not joking. Anyway, folks, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Let's take some calls. Once again, the anti-SOPA movement. Let me tell you something. It's a great day to be alive today as far as an Internet user is concerned. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. Just look at the news. Just look at what we did. We made those politicians cower to our feet because they're afraid we're going to unelect them, and by God, we are going to unelect them anyway. Area code 208, you're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost, love the show, and you're a dad to me, but I just want to play devil's advocate with you really quick.
Go for it.
Would you support SOPA if it sent bronies to concentration camps?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Come on with this crap. Look, I know there's a lot of disdain towards bronies, all right? I'll be honest with you. It's a little fruity, all right? I mean, and if you look at the demographic in the videos that are shown where there's bronies congregating, these are rather unattractive people, to say the least, all right? I mean, you know these are people that literally haven't had their private parts touched, even by a doctor. I mean, that's how god-awful ugly some of these people are. But to be completely honest with you, they're just trying to tap into a social pipeline and express themselves via this fiber optically connected world called the Internet, and if they have to utilize My Little Pony as some kind of social organizational tool, well, by God, I'd rather a bunch of disgusting, pathetic losers utilize My Little Pony as a social outlet as opposed to them going freaking postal, becoming rapists, child pornographers, or whatever the case might be. You understand? I'm not for the bronies, all right? So for all you idiots that are out here saying, look, he likes brony. No, I don't. I think it's sick. I think there's something very wrong with sitting there and admiring a freaking cartoon that was meant for 8-year-old goddamn girls, for Christ's sake. So anyway, with that being said, we're supposed to be talking about the anti-SOPA movement of today. I mean, this is a historic day. You understand? I mean, I hope that the Internet curators or any Internet, museum people or whoever is keeping track of the different events that impact the Internet, they need to put this day, January 18, 2012, as a focal point, as a goddamn victory for the citizens of the Internet, because look at the politicians! Look at the politicians! They're bowing down! They're bowing down right now, for Christ's sake, and it's making me laugh. They're bowing down. Woo! And I love it. I'll tell you that right now, and I don't care what you did. I don't care if you made the smallest contribution by retweeting an anti-SOPA tweet or has gone as far as to make anti-SOPA videos or calling your congressman or emailing your congressman. Whatever you did, it doesn't matter. That little contribution helped the progression of these damn politicians, these sponsors, the sponsors of the bill in question, to bow down and back off. Because the people of the Internet, the citizens of the Internet have spoken. And today's a great day to be an Internet citizen, I'll tell you that right goddamn now. Let's take some calls here. Area code 859, you're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm pretty good. First of all, I have something really important to talk about. But before that, I just wanted to ask you a quick question about SOPA. You keep saying how the politicians are, they're bowing down and everything. Did something happen? Are they now coming out against it? I haven't heard.
Yeah, exactly. They are coming out against it. What are you talking about? Why don't you read your freaking news, for Christ's sake? All right. I mean, you're on the Internet. Jesus Christ, why don't you take a look? I mean, the sponsors of the bill are bowing down. Look at Senator Mark Rubio. Bowing down. Stupid. Jesus Christ, you're pissing me off. You're pissing me off, man. Why don't you people read for a little bit? Lee Terry, Republican out of Nebraska. Ben Quayle, Republican out of Arizona. John Cornyn, Republican out of Texas. They're all withdrawing their goddamn support. Orrin Hatch, a sponsor of one of these bills, bowing down because they felt the repercussions of the Internet citizens. Do you understand? Do you understand? Jesus Christ. Let's take some more callers here. I mean, this is why this is such an important day. Everybody's bowing down. And let me tell you something right now. If just people could take a snapshot at what happened today, if you people can just take anything from this day and realize that if mass people get behind one particular subject matter, the government will crack. The last time we saw the government crack like this, believe it or not, was the Civil Rights Movement. Y'all remember that? I mean, you have to think that the Civil Rights Movement was signed into law by historically documented racist, and I'm talking about Lyndon Baines Johnson. This is the equivalent of the Civil Rights Movement, in my personal opinion. 646-652-4869. We got area code 718. You're on the horn.
I just want to ask you if you're Imperial or a Stormcloak.
Shut up, you stupid, dumb, gaming idiot. We're talking about SOPA, you stupid moron. Stupid idiot. 210, what's up?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I think SOPA's pretty stupid, and I'm glad it's over.
Hey, I'm glad it's over too, man. Are you kidding me? But it ain't over because it's just the beginning. Remember, the movie industry and the music industry literally paid these Congress people over $90 million in campaign contribution accounts to get these bills to be put on the table out here. And I'm talking about SOPA and PIPA, all right? Over $90 million. And let me tell you something, the movie industry and the recording industry are not going to back off, and they're not going to go quietly in that good night. So it's not dead just yet. I strongly advise everybody to please remember, you have to keep your eyes on these bureaucrats, all right? You got to keep these eyes on these freaking bureaucrats, because if you don't, they're going to slip this bill into an amendment on another bill. They're going to slip it in as an added-on amendment to something else. So we got to understand that whatever these politicians do, we have to keep our eyes on the ball. And that's the only way we're going to prevent any other attempt at Internet regulation from becoming a reality. Area code 703, you're on the horn. Stupid freaking vibrator, for Christ's sake. Who else we got? Another 718. What's going on? Some deaf mute. 423, what's going on?
Hey, guys, what's up?
How's it going?
I know SOPA is kind of on the back burner now, but what do you think about the Patriot Act?
Well, I think the Patriot Act is a bunch of malarkey, but it doesn't seem that there's enough uproar against it for it to warrant any type of retraction. Do you understand that? I mean, you have to understand what happened against SOPA, against PIPA today. We haven't had this type of a backlash towards anything else. I mean, we had major corporations black out. I mean, we had massive amounts of communication between individuals from the Internet and those that are attempting to pass this Internet regulation legislation. I mean, I'm talking millions of people. I'm not talking about a couple of thousand people camping out in some stupid park, turning it into a freaking biohazard, shit, piss, and puke factory. All right? I mean, these were millions of people that were sending tweets, that were sending emails, that were sending calls and faxes to these goddamn politicians out here, and they had to crack because they know that the jeopardy of their existence and power was at risk if they continued to back up this legislation. So I'm telling you right now, it is not the end. This is just the beginning, and I encourage everybody, if you want to keep your eye on the ball here, get political and get to know what these politicians are doing, for Christ's sake. You know, C-SPAN is, if you have cable, that is, and if you don't, you can go to cspan.org, I believe, and look at all these politicians at work. You need to keep your eye on the ball and make sure these idiots don't add this as a damn amendment to another bill, for Christ's sake. I mean, this is not the end. It's only the beginning, for Christ's sake. And by God, mark it on your calendars, because I've said this time and time again, and I'm going to continue to say it. January 18, 2012 is a day that will go down in Internet infamy. And I think that everybody should be talking about this. If you are somebody that's just sitting there, get a damn blog, for Christ's sake. Go to blogspot.com, get yourself a blog, and write about this if you're not a talker. If you're a talker, well, then get a goddamn blog talk radio show and talk about this. If you're somebody that's good at video, well, get a YouTube account and talk about this crap. We need you. Get off the sidelines and get on the front lines, because the front lines are right here on this fiber optically connected world that we call the Internet. I want to hear from you, 646-652-4869. We're talking about the anti-SOPA movement. It doesn't matter what type of small contribution that you contributed to this movement, whether you retweeted an anti-SOPA tweet, whether you posted an anti-SOPA video, whether you posted an anti-SOPA blog, whether you called your congressman. I want to hear from you. What did you do? What did you do, for Christ's sake? Because whatever you did, even the slightest little bit of contribution helped, because these damn politicians are now bowing down. That's right. They are now bowing down to the citizens of the Internet. And by God, they better listen to us, and they better listen to us good, because like I said, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Anyway, I want to hear from you folks, all right? I want to hear what your contribution was today, if you had any contribution or any thoughts on the anti-SOPA movement that took place today. Definitely a historic day today. I'd like for everybody to please acknowledge that. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to hear from you. Don't be a milky licker, all right? Get up off your ass and let me know what you did. I want to know what the hell you're doing. All right, let's take some calls here. Let's take some Skype calls for a second, all right? We've got CB Fat Marshall. What's up? Jesus Christ. I mean, you hear this? Y'all hearing this? Jesus, shut up with the remix, for Christ's sake. Shut up! I mean, do you hear this, for Christ's sake? I mean, if SOPA or PIPA passed, you wouldn't even be able to do those remixes. You would go to jail for doing those goddamn remixes, and I want that to penetrate to your thick goddamn skulls, you milky lickers. Freaking dick snot lover, freaking fruit bowl having. Jesus Christ. 562, what's up?
Oh, hi, Ghost. I just want to say I also contribute on Stop SOPA.
Oh, yeah, what's up? What'd you do?
Oh, I signed one of those petitions that gets sent to Congress. I also posted some anonymous video deleted about SOPA on my Facebook. And I also retweeted that one tweet about against SOPA.
All right, man, I appreciate it. Man, do you have any messages to people that are out there that are just sitting on the sidelines? You want to tell them something?
Yeah, I want to tell them to get off and stop at SOPA instead of lying around and doing nothing. It's really...
You're damn right, and I'm glad that you're actually sitting there and letting these damn stupid fruit bowls know that they need to stop waxing their carrots and get up off their asses and start realizing that these bureaucrats are trying to regulate the Internet, and we cannot have any kind of regulation. Any kind. Any kind whatsoever. None. The Internet should always be as it was, and that's freedom of communication, freedom of knowledge, and freedom of creativity. Area code 754. Another Helen Keller deputy. 817.
Hey.
What's up?
On the horn?
Yeah, you're on, man.
I think that the politicians that are voting for SOPA need to be tried for treason.
Oh, man. You're damn right. I mean, well give us an explanation. Give us some legal explanation.
They have betrayed the interests of the people for money.
And you know what? That's a very good valid point there, 817, because let me tell you something right now. As I've said, the music and recording industry, the music and movie industry have basically donated over $90 million to the campaign contribution accounts of the politicians that are in power, and that's why we have a SOPA and a PIPA bill in place. I mean, don't you people find it funny that these politicians can't agree on tax codes, can't agree on cutting spending, can't agree on foreign policy, can't agree on anything? But all of a sudden they can come together. And let me tell you, the sponsors of both of these bills, SOPA and PIPA, are put forth by Democrats and Republicans. All right? How convenient. They come together when it comes to this ridiculous issue, but when it comes to anything else, tax policy, when it comes to foreign policy, when it comes to wars, anything of that nature, they can't come together. You know, they can't come to a compromise, for Christ's sake. So, yeah, 817, you got a lot of validity to what you're saying here, because they are going against the will of the people is right. And let me tell you, that's why they're bowing down now. That's why the politicians right now are bowing down. They heard the citizens of the world. They heard those tweets. They read those emails. They heard those phone calls. They got those faxes. They're reading the media that's covering the fact that you got all these mainstream corporations that are going dark in protest of this disgusting internet regulation. So you're goddamn right. 646-652-4869. Once again, we're talking about the anti-SOPA movement that happened today that made all these politicians bow down to the will of the people. Area code 443, you're on the horn. You're taking too long, you stupid moron. Be ready. 269. Stupid moron. 440. I mean, Jesus Christ, say something, you Helen Keller, deaf, mute, no personality having jerks. 234.
You're a fucking racist. Ghost. You're a fucking racist.
What? You goddamn pony. You're calling me a freaking racist, huh? You're calling me a racist, you stupid pony? You come over here and say it to my face. Say it to my face. You say it to my face, you stupid talking horse. You come over here and say it to my face, I'll beat your ass and turn you into horse meat and feed you to the homeless. You stupid, dumb, freaking pony. Damn it. You come over here and talk that crap. Jesus Christ. You see what I got to put up with? God damn it. Area code 832. What's up? You're on the damn horn.
Hey, Ghost. You there?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Tina, the trans testicle. Sorry I couldn't talk to you yesterday, but my phone died.
This is Tina, the trans testicle. Yeah, didn't you call yesterday and your phone died? I thought you maybe have, had a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, my phone died on me. Sorry about that. I just wanted to tell you that Amy Daly, she doesn't have to worry about me. I'm not going to try to steal you away from her. But, if you're up for a three-way, I'm up for that, too.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, gee, take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack with a tranny talking. Damn it! I got trans testicles calling me, for Christ's sake, and offering me sexual propositions. I mean, good God. What the hell is up with this crap? I mean, freaking right. I mean, I'm gagging here, for Christ's sake, at the disgust. I'm gagging, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. I gotta take a break, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're supposed to be talking about the anti-SOPA movement today. January 18th, 2012, but you people are fruiting up. You're calling up and you're fruiting up the show, for Christ's sake. You're fruiting up. So, goddamn it, I'm taking a freaking break. I'm not going to sit over here and continue to take this ridicule, for Christ's sake. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good because we made internet history. We made internet history and made the politicians bow down to the internet citizens of the world. Do you understand that? We made them bow down to the internet citizens of the world. So I need to take a break. And by the way, I need another freaking beer, for Christ's sake. I already chugged my beer. I need another one. So let's go ahead and play something off of everybody's favorite. I'm sure everybody out here, assholes, are going to pucker to this one. Let's put a little bit of Alex X. Alex S. with Melting Pot of Alcohol. And, great. Yeah, remix of the year, 2011. We appreciate it. Put it on, engineer. God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. your ass. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sitting there playing True Capitalist Radio broadcast. All right? So let me go ahead and start it, and let's start it right now. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. A goddamn racist, a goddamn piece of crap. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. Fat, pretty bastard. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. A goddamn racist, a goddamn piece of crap. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. What penis? You know what I mean? A few pearls here. I've been telling everybody who's listening to my broadcast to spread that around the internet throughout the world. That Ghost from True Capitalist Radio is a melting pot of gold. Because I gotta get some more beer first of all, and secondly we gotta get ready for Radio Graffiti. So go ahead and throw on a song, engineer.
Black single mom with the best of children, waiting in line for a welfare check. Hey, I've got a plan. Go and get a job like a real man. My kids need food. I've only got $4. I live in the hood and I'm rather mug. Anyone at all? Hey, I've got a plan. Go and get a job, just like a real man.
I mean, this is America! This is America! This is a goddamn... Where's the... Christ's sake, where's the mic? I'm a capitalist!
You're listening to Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
Hey. Oh. You should take over the show and also Tim Tebow, 2012.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Tim Tebow. Bitch. Yeah. 301.
Yo, is this engineer? Hey, it's Rainbow Dash. I don't really like how SOPA's acting. They're acting all great and powerful. Last bitch that did that, we fed it to a fucking bear. Yeah, you can suck my dick, you stupid bitch.
Fuck you. You son of a bitch.
Hey, engineer, do you mind talking to me for a few minutes? Engineer, I have so many questions to ask you. I'm your biggest fan. Engineer, what's your economic views? Are you a Keynes or a Hayek guy? Yeah, that's what I thought too. What do you think about SOPA?
SOPA sucks. Suck a cock.
SOPA sucks. And do you think Ghost is fear-mongering a little bit too much about SOPA? Because I think he's been fear-mongering a lot lately, and I really think he should stop. Nah, he's really turning into Alex Jones. I'm just.
Engineer, you're freaking awesome. You should totally take over the show.
Yeah.
cocks at the dollar store. Your mom's a skank, your mom's a skank. She licked my balls and gave me a yank. Your mom's a trick, your mom's a trick. She eats vaginas and she swallows dicks. Your mom's a coos, your mom's a goose. She fucks the Muslims and sucks the Jews. Your mom's a bitch, your mom's a bitch. She left me with a nasty itch. Your mom's a slut, your mom's a slut. She likes cucumbers up her butt. Your mom's a hooker, she's not a looker. Always complaining how her puss is aching, which is weird because she's a whore. I've got her number and a big cucumber. All that is left now is sex with the fat cow. Is sex with the fat cow. Is sex with the fat cow. Is sex with your mom. Your mom's a horse. Your mom's a horse. She sucks cocks at the dollar store. Your mom's a skank. Your mom's a skank. She licked my balls and gave me a yank. Your mom's a trick. Your mom's a trick. She eats vaginas and swallows dicks. Your mom's a coos. Your mom's a coos. She fucks the Muslims and she sucks the Jews. Your mom's a bitch. Your mom's a bitch. She left me with a fucking itch. Your mom's a slut. Your mom's a slut. She likes cucumbers up her butt. She likes cucumbers up her butt. She likes cucumbers up her butt. She likes them up her butt. You truck fun cunt.
You're listening to Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
All right, we're back here, folks. I'm sorry I had to step away from the broadcast for a second. I want to extend my sincerest apologies here. I know that we are now 8 minutes in to the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks. Go to the forums. Go to the blogs. And spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, all right? We got all kinds of little buttons for all you fat jelly asses that can't open up a freaking window, all right? All kinds of little buttons underneath the player right there. All kinds of little Facebook like buttons, Google Plus buttons, retweet this button, freaking share this buttons, use and abuse those freaking buttons, baby. It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. Anyway, folks, I don't know if we should we do any more Twitter shout-outs, engineer? You know, I mean, I'm back right now. I don't know if I should I do some shout-outs? All right, we'll go ahead and shut down that chat room right now. Implement chat room martial law here for a second. All right, what we're going to do here, folks, is we are going to give shout-outs to anybody who retweets the first tweet on this Twitter account, all right? And the Twitter account is Ghost Politics. Right there, I just put it on the screen there, Ghost Politics, all one word, no underscores, baby, all right? And no little hyphens, nothing. Right there, retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account. All right, let's go ahead and get back to seeing if we got lift chat room martial law, engineer. Yes, sir. All right, let's see who we got to give a chat or Twitter shout out to, I should say. We got Red Slime Girl in the place. We've got I'm not gonna say that, you sick sons of bitches. We've got Dr. Hines. I mean, these are the same people. Get some new people, engineer. God damn it! We're trying to get some new people. We want to give new voices out here. We want to give other types of people some freaking Twitter shout-outs. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. All right. We got Cammy 2. We got Bring On the Bread. We got Satanic Granny. Yeah, real funny, you jerk. We got Vomit Fetish Girl. You sick, twisted whore. Give me a break. Jesus. We got Capitalist Pony in the place. Somebody named Wilted Greens. Somebody named Coke Can Booty Boy. I kid you not. That's the name of the freaking name. We've got somebody named Muggles the Great. We've got somebody named the Chiz. Well, you know the Chiz. Final Cookies. We've got Brony News, Brinko War, Matino 199. Who else do we got going? Who else do we got, engineer? Who else? We got Javo BDC. We got Low Wangington. Low Wangington, really? We got Gasgara Hits Dogs. We've got NG Takeover. Yeah, shut up. All right, look, I told you, idiots, stop encouraging the engineer to take over the show, all right? He's not going to do it. The engineer and I have had a long talk. Isn't that right, engineer? We had a long talk, and he's not going to take over the goddamn show, and if he does again, he's fired. That's all there is to it. Anyway, we got Censor TCR. Hey, screw you! Why don't we censor your ass? Censor your ass, you stupid moron. Anyway, we got Pray USA Default. Yeah, shove it up your ass. We've got, I'm not going to say that, you six. Alaskan Ice Age for Christ. Alaskan Ice Age. Give it, God. Freaking Alaskan Ice Age, man. I mean, do you people have a goddamn soul, for Christ's sake? Those people are freezing over there. They're running short on energy, for Christ's sake. That's it. No more Twitter shout-outs. Goddamn Mike. No more Twitter shout-outs for your asses, all right? Your Twitter shout-out privileges are over. Stupid milky lickers. As a matter of fact, the whole reason why I took a break was so that I could get a beer. So let me go ahead and pour that in here right now, since you milky lickers are chapping my ass and pissing me off. Go ahead and open up this damn beer. Let me open this freaking beer. Open up this goddamn beer. All right? God damn it. You people are pissing me. You're pissing me off, man. Jesus Christ. Let me pour this in here. Oh, yeah. It looks like syrup, for Christ's sake. Look at this. It's supposed to be beer. It looks like syrup. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. All right. And for all you people that are sitting here saying that I'm some kind of an alcoholic, for Christ's sake, you idiots don't know your asses from your elbow. I am not an alcoholic, milky lickers. All right? I'm a connoisseur. All right? I'm a connoisseur. All right? I don't drink the same Kentucky Fried Chicken piss every goddamn day of my life. All right? I'm a connoisseur. I can tell you the differences of different beers if you put me to the test. Different scotches, different cognacs, different champagnes, different wines. All right? You understand that? That's what I do. I'm a connoisseur. I appreciate the nuances of the different libations and spirits that many different mixologists have to offer. All right? So don't sit over here and tell me that I'm some kind of an alcoholic because I appreciate certain alcoholic beverages, all right? I'm a connoisseur. Anyway, let me go ahead and say cheers to all the folks that are sitting in listening to the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. We are drinking some Spaten, which is a German beer. Schlagen, Volkswagen. It is the Spaten Optimator, 8% alcohol by volume. And that's why I love drinking these beers. $10 a six-pack. Come and get some. Let me go ahead and take a sip of this here. Cheers to everybody out there. Cheers. It is an Anti-SOPA edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and I want to mark this on everybody's calendar. You should stamp it as a memory in your head. January 18th, 2012. when the citizens of the Internet came together against Internet regulation and the politicians bowed down to the will of the people. They bowed down to the will of the people, and by God, what a great day today it was. What a great day today it was. Good Lord. Anyway, and the reason, folks, I know people are like, that's kind of cheap for an import beer there, buddy. It's because we don't have high state taxes on alcohol out here in Texas, boy. You understand that? I get that from all kinds of people. You know, out here in Austin, we got all kinds of people that come in from all across the country, and they got these high state taxes on their alcohol, on their tobacco. Yeah, I mean, not just alcohol. Some idiot, that was buying some tobacco at one of these cigar shops that I shop at. He was in from Washington. He was saying that out there in Washington State, that packs of cigarettes cost about $10 and change a pack. $10 and change a pack, for Christ's sake, man. And it's because of the high state taxes on top of the damn federal taxes on the tobacco. And the same thing goes for alcohol. But you see, what is so beneficial of living in Texas is that we don't have any kind of high taxation as far as the state basis is concerned on tobacco or alcohol. All right? And that's why I can, sip on the best imported stuff. I can smoke the best cigars. I'm talking about, Opus X, Davidoff. All right, I'm talking about the best cigars money can buy. I mean, that's just how I live, baby. It's my lifestyle. That's what I do, baby. That's what I do. The best tobacco, the best alcohol, man. I love it. Let me take some goddamn sips of this. Anyway, let's take a couple of calls here. Today's a memorable day. It's a great day to be an Internet citizen. I want to see what people have to say about it before we get into radio graffiti. So let's go ahead and take some calls here. I want to hear what you have to say. What was your contribution for today's anti-SOPA protest, anti-PIPA protest? What did you do? Did you tweet an anti-SOPA tweet? Did you retweet an anti-SOPA tweet? Did you input an anti-SOPA blog, an anti-SOPA video? What did you do? I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Let's take some calls here. Area code 925. What's up?
Hey, Ghost.
How's it going?
Not much. I started spreading around the petitions on Google.
Oh, cool, man. Absolutely. I mean, petitions are a big deal, especially when it makes things legal. I mean, take a look at all those damn commies in Wisconsin that are trying to recall the governor because, he wanted to force some teachers' unions into, paying a little bit more for their own goddamn health insurance and to get rid of their lifetime tenures. They're putting all this crap down on petitions, and it looks like they may legally get a freaking recall on this damn governor out there in Wisconsin. So petitions do matter. Go ahead, man. What else did you do?
I shared it on Facebook.
That's awesome, man. I'm telling you. Thank you very much. Even if you think that little contribution didn't make anything, it actually did. It saw the eyes of people on the Internet, and they saw it, and they paid it forward. You understand? That's why I'm telling you, I mean, it's a great day to be alive here. It's a great day to be an Internet citizen, It's a great goddamn day. I mean, we made the system crack. Can you believe that? And it doesn't matter even if you're not from this country, even if you're somebody from the European area, if you're from Australia, if you're from Asia, wherever the hell you're from, if you contributed in helping, amplify the message of anti-SOPA, anti-PIPA, you also contributed. All right? I mean, the whole world, the Internet citizens of the world contributed, for Christ's sake. Because let me tell you something. If the United States implements Internet regulation, it's only a matter of split-second time before your country implements something even more totalitarian. So I tell you this right now. I thank everybody, and it doesn't matter how small your contribution was today. We did it, man. The Internet citizens of the world, we force these politicians to cower to our will. And I appreciate each and every one of you that contributed to that. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to hear from you. What's your contribution? What do you think about SOPA and PIPA? 307, what's up? I'm a part of the... Now, shut up, you stupid moron. 269, what's up?
Die, you hookers! Die! Die! Fuck you!
No.
Fuck you, hookers! Ooh, a hooker! I'll blow your head off.
What the hell? Is that a kid?
Yes. Wait, am I on?
Yeah, you're on. What the hell are you doing? Are you calling hookers? What are you doing? You on a cell phone, kid?
No, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto.
No, you're playing Grand Theft Auto, and you're actually calling for the virtual hooker as if she can hear you? You know it's a game, kid, right? You know there's some programming and some graphic user interfacing going on there.
I know, but I just got done doing a hooker in a car.
This is horrible. How old are you?
6.
6 years old. Everybody hear this? 6 years old playing Grand Theft Auto, and he's out here doing a hooker. Do you hear this? This is why America's being flushed down the proverbial toilet. Do you see this crap? Do you see this? So, Mr. 6-year-old, do you think that there's anything wrong with what you're doing, playing a sick, sadistic video game that allows you to, not only, participate with nefarious actions with hookers, but also kill them if necessary?
Yeah, I like blowing their heads off after I'm done doing them.
Oh, my God. Where are your parents right now? Can I ask you that? Where are your parents?
Well, my dad, he terminated his rights after a couple of years of raising me. And my mother, she's in Colorado going to school.
Oh, yeah? Well, who's raising you right now? What, are you living on your own? You got your own apartment or something? What's going on? I mean, who's raising you?
I wish. I'm living with my old Skankosaurus grandfather.
Oh, man, this is horrible. This poor young kid. You see this, folks? You see, this is why this kid is so, horrifically warped. This is why this kid, you heard the anger in his voice when he talked about his parents, And now he's being raised by a grandparent, and the grandparent is an old prostate-infected geezer that doesn't care about this poor little kid. Once again, throw him in front of a freaking video game and hope that it'll get him out of his hair so the old man can sit in front of the porch and watch the freaking sun go down, all right? I mean, this is horrible, man. This is disgusting. But you can't blame this young kid, man. I mean, listen to his life. He had some stupid, disgusting father that basically signed over his rights. You have some disgusting whore mother that's not even in the picture, and this poor young man is being raised by some Ovaltine drinking, gumming food grandpa that doesn't even give a crap. Jesus Christ. Hey, 269, are you there?
Everything.
Hey, man, look, I want you to know that no matter what life throws at you right now, I want you to know that I care about you, all right, man?
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'm not joking. This is not no homo, all right? I'm serious, all right? I care about you, and let me tell you something right now. What you should be worried about is how in the hell you're going to make your future better so that you don't end up like the losers in your family. All right? That's what you need to worry about, young man. You need to worry about how the hell you're going to progress your life so you don't end up like that disgusting, despicable father of yours, that you don't end up like that disgusting dish rag whore mother of yours, all right? That you don't end up like that despicable grandfather that could care less about you, for Christ's sake, all right? I care about you, young man, all right? And I genuinely hope that you take something from this, because I genuinely hope that you get some inspiration. And even though life's throwing you crap, I'm telling you, life's throwing you crap right now, but instead of taking it in and making you bitter, instead of taking it in and making you some kind of an angry child, an angry person, take it in and make it motivate you to be a better person. And I'm not just saying that to be some optimistic jag-off. I'm saying that in real talk, because the only person that you're damaging in your own youth by kind of reacting to the negativity that has been implemented on your life is you. You're the only one that's going to hurt when you're out there attempting to hurt other people, when you're attempting to hurt your mother, when you're attempting to hurt your grandfather, when you're attempting to hurt your father, you're only hurting yourself. So instead of going out there and hurting yourself, why don't you go out there and learn how to make money, kid? You're 6 years old. I mean, you're out here already talking about, playing Grand Theft Auto. You're talking about pimping hoes on Grand Theft Auto. Why don't you go out there and learn how to hustle, for Christ's sake? You understand? Why don't you go out there and hustle? My son, I don't really talk about my son very often. But, this is a good example, for me to talk about my son, all right? My son collected baseball cards, and sports cards throughout the early 80s and 90s, I mean, he started collecting them when he was about 6 years old, 7 years old, all right? And he collected these damn things, and before you know it, he started getting these price guides. He started, looking at the prices of them because he was watching the old man. The old man has always been a capitalist. The old man has always been worried about making money, and the son, he's looking at his old man. He's saying, hey, look, my old man's making money. I want to make money like my old man. So what did my son do? He goes out and he starts going and accumulating all these sports cards, all right? I mean, down here in Texas, we had Nolan Ryan was a big deal out here. Believe it or not, if you got a Nolan Ryan, even if it booked for 10 cents a card, you could sell that son of a bitch to these people that loved him out here for like $3 or $4. And believe it or not, my son started hustling, all right? He started hustling to the point where I started taking him out to these, sports card shows. The little sports card shows that are goddamn, held in these, they were held in these damn hotel convention centers, that sort of thing. I'd go out there and take my son. I didn't know anything about these goddamn sports cards at the time. Didn't know anything about them. My son goes out there 6 or 7 years old, and he's out there hustling. He's trading cards. He's talking to old men, for Christ's sake. I mean, are you kidding? He's making money at the freaking show, and he doesn't even have a booth there. You understand? So anyway, the point is that 6, 7 years old, my son was making money. All right? And he continued making money until the whole sports card industry, overprinted itself out. But I'm telling you this right now, young man, I'm not saying that you need to go out and look for sports cards. I'm not saying but you have to figure out whatever it is that you like to do, whatever it is that you know how to do, you've got to go out and you got to make some money. All right, because schooling, you can forget about school, all right? What you need to learn how to do is read and learn how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. All right, that's what you need to know how to do. Once you know that, then you need to learn how to make some money, son, because I know that life has taken a dirty diarrhea crap on you. I mean, just listening to what you just told me, I know it has. But don't let it get you down. Just go out there and learn how to capitalize and make yourself that much better of a person. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get off keister and talk to that young man. He's hung up at this point in time. And I'm sure the reason he hung up is because, he's being impacted. He's being impacted by, the lessons that I'm giving you. You know what I mean? Unfreaking believable. Anyway, let me take a sip of this beer here because, man, I got to take a huge gulp. I got to chug this after hearing that depressing young man. And let me tell you something, son. I care about you, man. I care about you, and I care about each and every one of you children that are being neglected by your dirty dish rag whore mothers that are dumping you off on freaking video games or illegal alien child care providers or freaking boob tubes, all right, while they're out there trying to get the horizontal mambo with either Alabama black snake or some Puerto Rican, all right? I care about you kids that don't have any fathers in the household that teach men how to be men and teach women how to protect their womanhood out here. Cheers to all of you folks. I care about you all, man. I care about you. I got to take a big chug, for Christ's sake. Good stuff. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to take a depressing turn, but this is the realities of our present-day society, and I think that it should be highlighted, especially on a venue like this show. So without any further ado, folks, let's go ahead and get into everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about radio graffiti! That's right, folks. It's everybody's favorite part of the broadcast. It is the epitome of freedom of speech, where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. It is time for Radio Graffiti, and how you can participate is giving me a call right now at 646-652-4869. And when I call on your area code or on your Skype name, you will have exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind, for Christ's sake. That's the beautiful part about it. The epitome of freedom of speech. So everybody, once again, if you want to participate, 646-652-4869. When I call on your area code or your Skype name, you better be ready. So let's go ahead and take it from the top. 508 Radio Graffiti. 863 Radio Graffiti.
Dark Lasers, why do you edit me out of all your videos?
Maybe because you're a douchebag. 410 Radio Graffiti. 563 Radio Graffiti.
Wait. No, call me back later. I wasn't ready.
Well, who cares? Get ready. How about that? Get ready, fruit bowl. 213 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's Amy Daly.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's the trans-testicle porn star, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's going on? How you doing?
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to say that I'm totally down for that three-way. But then my problem is I need you guys to get to LA quick because they're going to make us wear condoms out here, and I really want to shoot this thing bareback, baby.
Jeez, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, good God, freaking trans-testicle sexual freaking... Sexual propositions from trans-testicle porn stars on the next freaking Geraldo, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. I mean, give me the tonight, for Christ's sake. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm glad you brought that up because, pornography that's being shot with the bareback, as this trans-testicle just highlighted, is going to be probably no longer. Because now California is forcing these pornographic stars, to put a goddamn Jimmy hat on it so they don't go out like Willie Lump Lump. But you, on the other hand, do you like going in bareback there, 213, or you like people going in bareback? What the hell's going on?
Personally, I like doing bareback if it's like with a cute guy, such as yourself. But it's much more safe to wear condoms. But I just don't like being forced by the government to tell me what to do. I'm not for a nanny state. I think I am smart enough to know what's good for me and what's bad.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, I agree with this. Unfortunately, take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack there, trans-testicle. But I agree. I think Amy Daly, this trans-testicle porn star, is perfectly capable of figuring out if she's going to go bareback with somebody or not. I mean, if she sees any lesions or, there's somebody who's coughing or anything of that nature, I'm sure she'd be like, well, maybe no butt crackington on this scene. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I didn't mean it. But this is America, folks. All right? This is America. Area code 609, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, the fear-mongering guy from yesterday. How you doing?
Yeah, shut up, all right? You're the one that brought in Mr. Optimism, all right? We got a lot of complaints about Mr. Optimism, for Christ's sake. All right? Don't make me fruit up the broadcast with Mr. Optimism. 559, Radio Graffiti.
Party. Oh, crap.
Yeah, clean the cum out your goddamn throat. 234, Radio Graffiti.
Your excrement fetish is vile and disgusting. I will never let Sweetie Belle around.
God damn it, what the hell is up with these freaking bronies? Shut up! Shut up, you stupid pony! Shut up! Shut up! And shut that truck up that's outside the building! Shut that truck up, too, God damn it! Jesus Christ. Got all kinds of crap I gotta freaking deal with. Christ. I'm you understand, I live in Austin, Texas, all right? I live in Austin, Texas, in the downtown area, all right? I mean, I'm out here. My office is right here by 6th Street. It's right here by actually several streets. So there's a lot of crap going on. So if you hear some stupid truck going, meep, 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 meep. I live in a city, all right? I live in a freaking city. 606 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. 508 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, where would you suggest I buy some silver bullions? I can't pick.
Well, man, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I really can't give somebody a specific place because, first of all, nobody's paying me to do so, so I'm not going to give anybody, a specific place to go. But to be honest with you, I like to, I mean, if you want cheap bullion from individuals that are looking to get market cash, I would look on eBay, man. I mean, I know that people are going to be like, oh, come on. But serious, I mean, you've got people that have been holding on to silver, 2, 3, 4, 5 years back, all right, that want to sell off, and they're putting it on auction, and they're going to get whatever market price is. I mean, I think that's probably the easiest place to go, in my personal opinion. Now, I know that there's other people out there that are bullion manufacturers, that they actually refine the silver, they refine the gold, they turn it into bars, they turn it into coins, whatever the case might be. Well, you have to research that on your own, all right? But as long as it's, 0.999, and there's no coincidence with, Herman Cain there, but it's got to be 0.99 silver, all right? Anyway. I mean, I bought a 100-ounce bar, for Christ's sake. I'm not going to name the company I bought it from because it's a refining company out of Ohio. But the bottom line is that, 100-ounce, I bought it for a little over $3,000 because, remember, you're going to have to pay a little bit over market cost if you buy it from a bullion manufacturer. Remember that. Or one of these people that are advertising on television. You're going to pay a surcharge. But on eBay, I mean, you're going to get some silver pieces, whether it's coinage or bullion, and you're going to actually pay market price. I mean, remember, if they put it in auction, nobody's going to pay over market price. I mean, just believe me. No one's going to pay that, especially when it comes to an eBay auction. I've seen it myself. Anyway, let's get back to Radio Graffiti. We got area code 252, Radio Graffiti.
Yo, Ghost, man, what's up?
The Sky. 417, Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost.
Oh, it's this guy, for Christ's sake. Hey, look, I'm still figuring out whether or not I should follow you, all right? I mean, I don't know if you're genuine in your approach. I mean, why don't you give us your excuse for once? What's going on?
Well, I do support the show, and I believe that prank call was lighthearted.
Well, of course. I mean, I wasn't going to sit over there and badmouth your mom, for Christ's sake. It's your mom. It was on Christmas Eve, all right? I mean, we're just going to, tongue-in-cheek, for Christ's sake.
Well, I'm sorry I can't express myself very well. I speak with a clutter.
No, it's okay. So, you appreciate the show, and I don't know. Should I have this man follow me? And then for you folks that are unaware, I posted a video with you. You're wearing a ski mask. Great attempt at a simulation of Clockwork Orange. But the thing is that, you've done a lot of bad things, not only to the show, but you said a lot of things that have affected people. Should I follow this man because he bought, and you did buy before the deadline, should I follow this man for buying a T-shirt? Well, there's a lot of people saying no, but I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to believe that maybe you're genuine in your approach. I mean, I've seen some tweets that you've sent. You've sent me some private messages, so I don't know yet. I don't know, but go ahead and speak, man.
Well, I don't think anything I've said was any more severe than what others have done on the show. I've heard other racial slurs being said.
Well, you do have a point there. But what is it about, this whole white supremacy thing with you?
Well, partly it's a gimmick. There's some beliefs that are genuine, I have. I do admire Adolf Hitler. If you've seen my profile, I have a list of influences
Why do you admire Hitler? Just, since we're talking here, why do you admire Hitler? I mean, it's your right. You can admire whoever you want, but I'm just curious.
Again, I speak with the color. I'll try to express myself the best I can.
Go ahead, man. No, don't worry about it. I'm giving you the forum here. It's interesting convo. Go ahead.
I think he was the most influential man in the 20th century. I think Hitler's the best representative of people who are aware of the Zionist-occupied government that we've had. But there's other people who came since Hitler, like George Lincoln Rockwell. He was the leader of the first post-World War II Nazi party in the United States.
But okay. Let me tell you something. I dig the fact that you're a white separatist. You admire white men. It's no different than black people admiring black separatists or Mexican people admiring Mexican separatists. I mean, remember the Mexicans. They followed people like Cesar Chavez, that stupid migrant.
Yes.
And separatists like what is that? La Raza Unida and things of that nature. We had the black Muslim movement with the black folks. So I get it, okay? But let me ask you this. How can you admire Hitler when it is a documented fact that the man was half Jew?
No, that isn't. That was actually a rumor made up by his political enemies. There's no documented fact. But I will say there was a...
he wasn't blue, but with all due respect, I mean, have you seen his features? I mean, he does look rather Jewy, for a lack of a better term. He looks rather Jewy. And moreover, he purposely tried to basically eliminate any kind of chronological evidence of his bloodline. I mean, you notice that he bombed the hell out of his hometown. I mean, he used his hometown as an artillery firing range, and the reason was because he wanted to make sure that anybody who could tell the tale of his past wasn't going to be alive. I mean, you do know about this, right?
Yeah, I do. But I was going to say that they've found relatives of Hitler, and they've taken DNA samples, and they found distant relatives who are of Moroccan and Jewish ancestry. But I don't believe that was enough to really affect who Adolf Hitler really was.
Well, no. I mean, this is eating into radio graffiti, first of all, 417. And you just admitted that there is Moroccan Jewish blood in there, but all of a sudden you're just kind of disregarding that. You're just kind of, don't worry about the man behind the curtain. Don't worry about it. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, look, I get it, for all you white supremacists, black supremacists, whoever the hell you want to be, just don't be a contradiction. Hitler was a Jew. He was half Jewish. I know that it devastates all you white supremacists out there and you goddamn racist bastards. He was half Jewish, all right? So anyway. And not only that, the whole concept of race, culture, political romanticism, nationalism, and theocracy should be old points of old world antiquity. We shouldn't even acknowledge these old primitive concepts. But we still do, We still do, for Christ's sake. We still acknowledge culturalism, racism, nationalism, political romanticism, and theocracy as the basis of people's existence in this goddamn freaking world here. Anyway, it looks like I, kind of pissed some of these white supremacists that happen to be in the chat room off. They're like, "No, you lying bastard! My Adolf Hitler was not Jew. He was not Jew. Los Schlagen, Schliegen, Schlagen, Volkswagen, Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil!" Jesus Christ. I mean, you white supremacists need help. You know that? You need some freaking help. And same with the black supremacists, Mexican supremacists, Arab supremacists, Eskimo supremacists, and every other freaking cultural or freaking racist supremacist. You people need freaking help. You're an old concept. This isn't the law of the jungle. We're not living in skin tribes. This ain't, old world anymore. Stupid assholes. Anyway, eating all this time into Radio Graffiti. 205 Radio Graffiti. Penis. Okay, we know what you like up your poop shooter. We get it. 760 Radio Graffiti. Oh, Jesus Christ. How about 512 Radio Graffiti?
Take a whiff of this. Uh-oh.
God damn it, I never said that, and I never did that. That's a splice, and everybody out there knows it. Everybody out there knows it's a freaking splice. I never said that. Shut up! All you people in the chat room, shut up! I never did that, you know it. I'm not some sick, twisted asshole like that. Shut up! 574 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
I keep hearing y'all yapping about some fruit bowls or whatever. Are y'all interested in buying some of my apples?
So what, are you selling fruit bowls, or what the hell's that mean? You stupid skankosaurus. Get back in the kitchen. 204 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, no. Looks like hard times ahead for Paco.
What?
It's hard times ahead for Paco.
Oh, you want Paco? Is that what you want? You like Paco?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, man, you like Paco. Hold on. Hey, engineer, get Paco on the horn for me. We're going to take a couple of calls, and, get Paco on the horn for me so that, he can make this broad on the internet's, squeal or something, all right? Just stay right there, all right, 204. We'll get Paco on the horn. The engineer's got a call. Got to take some more goddamn calls, too. 248, Radio Graffiti.
I'm glad my granny is dead. I'm glad...
Shut up, you fat... Shut up! I never said that, and you people know it, you scumbags. 704, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost.
What?
What's up, man?
Yeah, your mother's clitoris. Jimmy Kudos, Radio Graffiti.
Let me tell you something. If you're a true conservative, if you're a real conservative, if you're a real American patriot, vote for
SOPA! You son of a bitch! I never said that, you splicing jerk! I'm anti-SOPA! I'm anti-SOPA! Damn it! I'm anti-SOPA! Do you understand that? I never said that. Shut up. All you people in the chat room, shut up. Freaking too soon is right. For all the people that are scrolling too soon, you're goddamn right. It's too soon. Give me the mic. For Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm going to have a beer for Christ. I have to have a beer. I haven't even poured my beer into my glass, for heaven's sake. Jesus Christ. Look, it looks like syrup, for Christ's sake. It looks like syrup. Jesus Christ. All right, now that I poured my beer, let me take a chug, and we're going to continue with Radio Graffiti here. Good stuff. All right, we got area code. Where the hell are we at? 269, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost.
What's going on? Let's take some Skype callers for a second. How about Cypher 11, Radio Graffiti?
Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My ass bleeds.
There we go.
Wow. Is it a full moon or something? Or
you know what? I think there is actually a full moon.
I think that caller who just called, you should seek medical advice for that.
God damn it! Don't be calling shows pretending to be me. God damn it! Don't be doing that. I mean, it's bad enough that you assholes around here making all these stupid YouTube videos about me. It's bad enough that you people are spreading all these slanderous lies all over the goddamn forum posts and blog morons. It's the last thing I need. I'm watching CNN and I hear my voice because one of you idiots prank called the son of a bitch, for Christ's sake. Yeah. And then, you know who's going to be targeted? Huh? You know who's going to be targeted? Me. That's who. You idiots are going to sit over there and do the dirt, and I'm going to get in trouble, you stupid morons. Don't even do it. I'm serious. Don't do it, or I'm going to... It's going to get serious in here. I'm telling you this right now. I'm going to start calling attorneys. You idiots start doing that. You idiots are going to get LOL suits. I'll tell you that right. 336 Radio Graffiti. Shut up. We can't even understand you, you stupid dickhead. 305 Radio Graffiti.
Oye, fantasma, cantar bachata. Si tú eres cosa flaca, todo eso no me importa a mí. Y tampoco soy perfecto, solo esto que te quiero así. Y el corazón no tiene cara. Y te prometo que lo nuestro nunca va a terminar. Y el amor vive en el alma.
Jesus Christ. I mean, weren't Mexican males supposed to have, like, boisterous voices and not sound like they popped out of the anal passage of Ricky Martin? I mean, do you hear this guy? No te la mila la mala, chupa mi verga, no mi chorizo. I mean, give me a freaking break, man. Grow some goddamn hair on your nads, you brute. We can't get Paco on the horn for some reason. He's out there, I don't know, serving some freaking mota or something out there in the barrio. Psy Guy, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, shut that off. Tango Whiskey, Radio Graffiti. Are you ready to say whatever it is that you have to say, all right? So let me go ahead and start it, and let's start it. Yeah, real funny. Another remake. Stupid morons. 818 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. 732 Radio Graffiti.
Hell, in my personal opinion, my granny was a sick, twisted cunt.
You stupid goddamn it! I told you all that to talk about my granny! Whoever did that, I'm getting punitive damages out of your ass! Whoever did that, give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Whoever the hell did that, I'm going to find out who you are, and I'm going to give your goddamn computer the digital aids. You son of a bitch. 617 Radio Graffiti. God damn it.
Pretty soon, SOPA will be as dead as your granny.
Stupid asshole. Shut up, all right? Just because you sound like a fruit, I'm not going to take too much offense to it. 913 Radio Graffiti.
This is yours truly, Buffalo Blow.
Son of a bitch. God damn it. 754 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, today I learned you can make great friends even if you are a racist.
Shut up, all right? I'm not a goddamn racist. I'm a melting pot of friendship. I'm a nice guy. God damn it. Damn it. God damn all of you, man. God. Stupid sons of a freaking... Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, we're almost out of time. I'm going to take a freaking couple of more goddamn Radio Graffiti calls before we go off the goddamn air here. 832 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's me again. I just wanted to know if you wanted to be top or bottom.
You sick trans testicle. Take about 10 steps away from a freaking foot flap. 323 Radio Graffiti.
You know, who gives a crap about my son? Who's the free-ass fruit?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut your goddamn hole. 815 Radio Graffiti.
Stop whining.
Screw you. Scumbag. Another wizard, Radio Graffiti.
What is this, Batman?
Hey, how about turning it down a little bit? People got freaking headphones, all right? 204 Radio Graffiti.
Is my Paco there yet, Ghost?
No, he's not, all right? He's not going to be there, so chew on this rubber tortilla, all right? 951 Radio Graffiti.
I just wanted to make a shout out to my Skype friends, Pinks and Sparks.
Well, shut up, all right? Who gives a crap about your goddamn Skype friends, all right? Stupid loser. 337 Radio Graffiti.
What's going on?
Shut up. 619 Radio Graffiti. Helen Keller, 479 Radio Graffiti. No, it's not. That's not how you do it. You do it like this. Are you good? Tiger upper cunt. 563 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost from True Capitalist Radio, stupid something.
Shut up. 270 Radio Graffiti.
Princess Molestia loves you, Ghost.
God damn it, you sick son of a bitch and brony. God damn it. 516 Radio Graffiti. Stupid Tony the Tiger ripoff, for Christ's sake. Who the hell else do we got? 732 Radio Graffiti.
Hey,
Why are you screaming?
Oh, no, but on a serious note, where do you, besides Silver,
Shut up, you stupid moron. 918 Radio Graffiti.
Mom, SOPA sucks. No, shut up.
Oh, here's this guy who back talks his mom again. Stop talking to your mom that way, goddammit.
Go shut up and let me talk to my mom.
Stop talking to your mom that way. And your phone sucks. We hear a clicking sound. They're probably tapping into you, for Christ's sake. Celtic Brony, Radio Goddamn Graffiti. To the movement today, the Anti-SOPA, Anti-PIPA movement, but we made internet history, folks. We made internet history because the politicians are now bowing down. They are now bowing down to the citizens of the internet because we tweeted their ass. We messaged their ass. We emailed their ass. We phoned their ass. We faxed their ass and told them that we want no kind, and I repeat, no kind of regulation on the internet. And it doesn't matter what kind of governing body, bureaucratic authority, or international consortium, we want nothing. And I repeat, nothing to do with any kind of internet regulation. And I want to extend my sincerest thanks to everybody who contributed out there, whether you actually tweeted out an anti-SOPA tweet, whether you retweeted an anti-SOPA tweet, whether you blogged an anti-SOPA blog, or whether you posted a video that's anti-SOPA, whatever you did, however small contribution you did, it's what helped these goddamn politicians who were bought and paid for on this particular subject. They were bought and paid for by the movie and music industry as it related to SOPA and PIPA. They were bought and paid for. But they had to take about 2 steps back from that legislation, didn't they? They had to take about 2 steps back because guess what? The internet citizens of the world spoke, and those goddamn scumbag politicians listened. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of after-the-show radio graffiti. How about that, huh? Just a couple of after-the-show radio graffitis, and then I'm getting the hell out of here. How about that? Let's get, how about Steve the Master, radio graffiti?
So all I've got to say is, death, the Herman sugar cane.
Shut up! I never said that! Shut up! 941, radio graffiti.
I hate to tell you this, Ghost, but Engineer Kennedy took over your show for a brief moment.
What? Are you kidding? He's lying, right, Engineer? You didn't take over the show, did you? You better not be lying, because if you are, I'm going to look after the show, and if you did, God damn it, you're going to get it. Anyway, let me continue on with it. 317, radio graffiti.
I am so...
Now shut up with that commie crap. 704, radio graffiti.
Ghost, man, I did so much to spread the word on SOPA today. I closed my company servers that have hundreds of people connected to them a day. I spread it to thousands of people throughout the world, man.
You didn't do jack crap. It sounds like you put a thumb up your hole trying to feel how good it was, you sick son of a prostate-infected misogyn bitch. 423, radio graffiti. Helen Keller, deaf mute. 347, radio graffiti.
This is now an engineer show.
It's not the engineer show, you asshole. Shut up. 563, radio graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, me and Bob Dole double-teamed your grandma.
Shut up! Sound fruity anyway. 754, radio graffiti. You gonna sit there and just, play the Peter Popper? 609, radio graffiti.
2 things. The engineer did take over the show, and I think you should fire him. And second off, you really need to stop fear-mongering him.
Shut up! I'm not fear-mongering. And let me tell you something. If the engineer did take over the show by any means, he's fired. You're not going to hear from the engineer after. Do you hear that, engineer? I'm just saying. Stupid tart. 205, radio graffiti. Penis. Yeah, shut up, you stupid moron. 210, radio graffiti.
Fine. Your name is Christian Weston Chandler. My name is Christian Weston Chandler. Go Christian Weston Chandler.
The hell is that about? 559, radio graffiti.
Party at Ghost House, free beer, girls under 18, and a mountain of cocaine.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid moron. I don't do cocaine. 919, radio graffiti.
Howdy, Ghost. I'm done bucking my granny. Can I have yours?
God damn it, you stupid goddamn pony. I'm going to turn you into horse meat. Damn it. I'm going to turn you into horse meat and feed you to the homeless, you stupid goddamn My Little Pony crap.
Give me the fucking... Give me that goddamn mic. Son of a bitch. 208, radio graffiti.
How did you get a job as a gym teacher when you're a sex offender?
Yeah, shut up. But first of all, I've never done anything against the law, first of all. And secondly, I'm not a gym teacher. All right, stupid moron? I hate the public education system. As a matter of fact, I think we need to privatize the public education system if you knew me well enough, you dumb jerk. 843, Radio Graffiti.
Yeah, Ghost, I want to say great show today, and take it easy on the engineer. He just wants to be like you know?
Yeah, well, he ain't me, all right? He ain't me, so he needs to realize that and needs to, remember where his, particular game is. 863, Radio Graffiti. Shut up with that Mexican music. How about 248, Radio Graffiti?
I'm in the top of your grandma, gym teacher.
Jesus Christ, you can tell he's in the crapper with that echo, for Christ's sake. 773, Radio Graffiti.
In my personal opinion, my granddaughter is a good piece of ass.
Shut up, you stupid moron, you dumb asshole. I'm going to find out who you are, and you're going to regret it. 323, Radio Graffiti. Damn it, for Christ's sake. That's enough, for Christ's sake. 843, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to say, man, great job with the SOPA episode. Fuck the trolls, and sorry that my other fellow bronies act like total dicks and are a bunch of clobbers. Sorry about that, but keep up the good work, man. Screw SOPA.
I hear you, man. Thanks a lot for the positive words. 208, Radio Graffiti.
They are lying. Engineer didn't take over. They're just trolling you.
The engineer didn't, he better not have, because it'll be his ass if it did. Granny Poop Tickler, Radio Graffiti.
Hi, my name is Ghost. My name is Ghost. My name is Elbow. Hi, my name is Ghost. My name is Ghost. My name is Elbow.
Damn son of a bitch. Don't remix me with that goddamn studio gangster Eminem. That's the last straw right there. You can do almost anything as it relates to me and Radio Graffiti, but don't ever, and I repeat, don't you ever mix me with goddamn that stupid, pasty, white-eyed, bitchy, blonde-headed, studio-ass, trailer park gangster named Eminem. Don't you ever, ever, ever give me 5 minutes alone with that studio gangster, and I'll show him what real gangsterism is. I beat his ass, and he knows it. Give me the mic. The freaking mic, for Christ's sake. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again, all right? If I saw Eminem walk in the streets of Austin, Texas, I would not even hesitate. I would not hesitate to whoop his ass, all right? And I'll commit the crime and do the time, for Christ's sake. Do you understand that? Because let me tell you something right now. I'd be more than happy to go to jail and say, yeah, I whooped Eminem's ass, and when I go into jail and all the inmates look at me, for Christ's sake, they're going to look at me and they're going to put me on their shoulder like I'm a freaking sultan or something. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to hoist me on their shoulder like I'm a freaking sultan, because then I'll become Mr. Black People. You understand? I'll become Mr. Black People, because what I did is literally beat the crap out of a mockery of black strife, because that's what Eminem represents. That's what he represents. Eminem represents a mockery to black strife. This guy's never been around the hood. He's never been out there busting caps, pimping hoes. Are you kidding me? He got his ass kicked out of Detroit when he was like 12 years old. He got his ass kicked out of Detroit. He had to go to West Virginia. And then he comes back when he's 18, 19, tries to come back and say, yeah, I'm from Detroit, baby. I'm from Detroit. You're a piece of crap, Eminem. You understand that? And anybody who knows that piece of crap, tell him I said that. Please tell him I said that. God damn it. Just give me 4 minutes alone with that idiot. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here because you people are besmirching my show, for Christ's sake, all right? All I've contributed to not only this broadcast, but to the anti-SOPA movement. I'm getting the hell out of here. Screw all you people that are sitting here. Don't go. Look at the respect you're giving me. I mean, I deserve more respect. God damn it. here and continue to take any kind of ridicule. And I refuse to sit here and allow you stupid, dumb loser morons to besmirch my broadcast. I refuse to allow this to happen. So, by God, I'm getting the hell out of here. And I don't know when the hell I'm coming back, because you people... You stupid son of a bitch. Let me tell you something right now. You ain't going to have old Ghost to kick around anymore, you stupid scumbags, all right? You ain't going to have old Ghost to kick around anymore, you stupid scumbags. I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't deserve this disrespect. As a matter of fact, implement chat room martial law, engineer. Yes, sir. I want everybody. If you haven't had your fair fix of True Capitalist Radio, well, by God, add to your favorites or, put in your bookmarks blogtalkradio.com/ghost, all right? I mean, that's where the archive is, all right? That's where it is. Go out there, and you'll have every single episode that I have conducted on the Internet there for you to download absolutely free. Absolutely free. It's as simple as that. And moreover, folks, if you want to figure out when I'm going to conduct a live broadcast, whether it's spontaneous or it's going to be later or sooner than expected, well, you need to follow me on Twitter, all right? And the Twitter name to follow is Ghost Politics. All one word, no underscores, folks. Ghost Politics, all right? There it is on the screen, all right? And I'm here usually every Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, all right? And that's Austin, Texas time for you folks that are unaware, all right? Every Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sometimes I take a break, sometimes I don't. So that's why you have to follow me on Twitter to figure out if I'm going to actually conduct a broadcast that day or if I'm not, for Christ's sake. And moreover, I'd like for everybody to please spread the word about the True Capitalist Radio Show. This show is purely organic on an internet level. We're not advertising the show. We're not out there trying to promote the show. The whole reason why we have the listeners that we do is purely because the word of mouth and the retweets and people's suggestions and emails and so on and so forth. So please, folks, spread the word. Let everybody know about the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, for Christ's sake. And before I go, I just wanted to say, we did it, man. The internet citizens of the world, we did it, man. We made these politicians cower to our will. And the reason is because we showed our disdain for any type of regulation. But don't forget, do not forget that this is not the end. This is only the beginning. They are going to try to force this internet regulation down our throats one way or the other. And the only way that we can prohibit any kind of internet regulation is for us to keep our eyes on the ball. Be very observant of these goddamn politicians. Look at C-SPAN, if you will. Read the news. You understand? That's why I'm saying, folks, it's just the beginning. We cannot allow any kind of regulation on this internet. Only doing so will stagnate creativity. It'll halt the freedom of communication, and it'll definitely halt the freedom of knowledge, all of which will stagnate humanity as a whole, and we cannot allow that to happen, just so that some old monopolists can have the power of authority over creativity. And who are those monopolists? I'm talking about the movie industry, and I'm talking about the music industry. These idiots don't deserve to be the overlords of modern-day technology. And you know how we can hurt them, folks? Stop watching their movies, all right? Don't go to the movies. Stop buying their music. These people do not care, all right? What we should be supporting is independent artists, independent movies, independent directors, independent websites. That's who we should be supporting. That's who we should be patronizing. And if we oblige that mentality, we wouldn't be put in the predicament that we were put in today, where we all had to protest against potential internet regulation. And I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. I want to thank all of you. One more time, I want to put my glass filled with spot and optimator. I want to put it up, and I want to say thanks to everybody that made whatever contribution you did. Even if it's as little as making a comment on an article or a comment on a video or retweeting an anti-SOPA tweet or tweeting an anti-SOPA. I mean, no matter how little, it was because of you that we forced these politicians to bow down. And let's not take our eye off the ball, because only taking our eye off the ball will allow these politicians to implement some kind of internet regulation. And I don't know about you, but I'll be damned if this internet is no longer free. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with me. Long live the freedom of communication, the freedom of knowledge, and the freedom of creativity, and long live internet freedom, and death to all these ass clowns trying to infringe upon our liberties. I'm out of here. Get me out of here.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central, or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.